গোপগণ শ্রীরামদে জয় জয় ধেনু বৎসগণ জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ জয় বৃন্দাবন। জয় বৃষভানু জয় কীর্তিদা সুন্দরী জয় পূর্ণমাসী জয় আবির নগরী জয় জয় গোপীশ্বর বৃন্দাবন মাজ জয় জয় কৃষ্ণ সখা বটুতি জোড়াজ জয় রাম ঘাট জয় রোহিণী নন্দন জয় জয় বৃন্দাবন বাসী যত জন জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ জয় বৃন্দাবন। জয় দ্বিজ পত্নী জয় নাগকন্যাগণ ভক্তিতে যাহারা পাইল গোবিন্দ চরণ শিরসমণ্ডল জয় জয় রাধা শ্যাম জয় জয় রাসলীলা সর্বমনোরম জয় জয় চল রস সর্বরস সার পরকীয়া ভাবে যাহা ব্রজেতে প্রচার জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ জয় বৃন্দাবন।
गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविंदा गोकुल पालक परमानंद गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविंदा गोकुल पालक परमानंद गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविंदा श्रीवत्साङ्कित श्रीकौस्तुभधर श्रीवत्साङ्कित श्रीकौस्तुभधर भावक भयहरा पाहि मुकुन्द गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविन्द गोकुल पालक परमानंद गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविंद
See that bright brain full of activity? That's a healthy 18-year-old brain. Mine is the
Vrindavan, the land of touchstone, and Krishna is there in his original form, a land of milky cows, and where Krishna plays with his brother Tao, a land of Tulsi gardens, a place better than heavens, where Krishna is king and Radha is Rani, and Krishna in blue plays on his flute.
राधा रानी के जाए महारानी के जाए
राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय
राधा रानी के जाए महारानी के जाए
राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय
राधा रानी के जाए महारानी के जाए
राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय
बोलो बरसाने वाले की जाए जाए जाए
बोलो बरसाने वाले की जय जय जय
के वृक्ष को मरम न जाने कोई, डाल डाल और बात बात पे श्री राधे राधे होए। जय राधे।
गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति। हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सकेति, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति। हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सकेति, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति। हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सकेति, गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति। Well, I drank from has run dry. The riverbed has moved over years. Cell phones ring instead of bells. The sacred hill has almost disappeared.
Did you know they're called vacation?
श्याम गोविंद राधे जय श्री राधे। राधे 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 श्याम गोविंद राधे जय श्री राधे।
अभी हम यहाँ पर राधा मदन मोहन मंदिर में हैं। जैसा कि आप हमारे इन खिलते हुए चेहरों को देख रहे हैं, उसकी वजह यह है कि हम यहाँ पर आके भगवान श्री कृष्ण की लीलाओं से बहुत ही अभिभूत हो गए हैं। आज ये हमारे ट्रिप का दूसरा दिन है और पहले दिन हम लोग बरसाना और नंदगांव जाके आए हैं। वृंदावन को अगर हम भक्तों की नज़र से देखें तो ये एक रहस्यमय वृंदावन है और हमने इस रहस्यमय वृंदावन की रहस्यमय लीलाओं को यहाँ पर आके जाना है। भक्तों के साथ रहने के साथ और डिवोटीज़ के साथ रहने पर हम इन सब चीज़ों को बहुत ही बखूबी और अच्छे तरीके से जान सकते हैं। मुझे वृंदावन आके बहुत ही अच्छा फील हो रहा है। यह हमारा 3 दिनों का ट्रिप है और 3 दिनों में हमारा यहाँ से जाने का कोई भी मन नहीं है। यहाँ पे बिल्कुल देवभूमि, हर तरफ भगवान श्री कृष्ण के ही लीलाएँ और उन्हीं की चर्चाएँ चल रही हैं।
जय राधे 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 श्याम गोविंद राधे जय श्री राधे। जय राधे 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 श्याम गोविंद राधे जय श्री राधे। गोविंद राधे राधे श्याम गोपाल राधे राधे। गोविंद राधे राधे श्याम गोपाल राधे राधे। गोविंद राधे राधे श्याम गोपाल राधे राधे। जय राधे 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 श्याम गोविंद राधे जय श्री राधे। राधे 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 जय राधे 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 श्याम गोविंद राधे जय श्री राधे। राधे 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 श्याम गोविंद राधे जय श्री राधे। गोविंद राधे राधे श्याम गोपाल राधे राधे। गोविंद राधे राधे श्याम गोपाल राधे राधे। जय गोविंद राधे राधे श्याम गोपाल राधे राधे। गोविंद राधे राधे श्याम गोपाल Jai Radhe 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 Shyam Gopal Radhe Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe bolo Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe
Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe
Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe
I've been obsessed with belts for a long time. I wear a belt every day, and there was like 3 things that always drove me crazy about belts.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
As a mom, we'll do anything for our children, but when you're in debt and stuck financially,
Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Shri Govinda, Govinda.
গোপগণ শ্রীরামদে জয় জয় ধেনু বৎসগণ জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ জয় বৃন্দাবন। জয় ভৃষ ভানু জয় কীর্তিদা সুন্দরী জয় পূর্ণমাসী জয় আবির নগরী জয় জয় গোপীশ্বর বৃন্দাবন মাঝ জয় জয় কৃষ্ণ সখা বটুতি জোড়াজ জয় রাম ঘাট জয় রোহিণী নন্দন জয় জয় বৃন্দাবন বাসী যত জন জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ জয় বৃন্দাবন। জয় দ্বিজ পত্নী জয় নাগকন্যাগণ ভক্তিতে যাহারা পাইল গোবিন্দ চরণ শিরসমণ্ডল জয় জয় রাধা শ্যাম জয় জয় রাসলীলা সর্বমনোরম জয় জয় জল রস সর্বরস সার পরকীয়া ভাবে যাহা
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Dandavat Pranam. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Am I audible?
Yes.
Very well. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this morning. Very, very excited. And I might say something which might not make any sense, but it is all due to my excitement. All ready for this wonderful parikrama to Shri Govardhan. Great fortune we have that we are going to think about, to meditate upon this wonderful, wonderful personality, for the lack of better words, Shri Govardhan Maharaj, who is none other than Krishna himself. So first of all, we wish you a very, very Krishna conscious happy Diwali once again, and happy Govardhan Puja. And actually, when we celebrate these festivals, from the cultural point of view, it is also very important that we always remember the spiritual aspect of these festivals. Otherwise, it is just like, trying to get the honey, packed in the jar from outside. So these spiritual aspects of these festivals, celebrations is very important to keep in mind when we are celebrating any festival like Deepavali, Holi, or you name it. So welcome again to this morning's Shri Govardhan Yatra, Govardhan Parikrama special program. We have lot of devotees joined, and I'm still getting messages on WhatsApp that can you please record because I'm working in the hospital, I'm working here, and we have some devotees from India also. So thank you everyone. We really appreciate your association, because without the association of Rasik devotees, even Dham Yatra is not so relishable. The whole purpose of going to Dham is also in the association of devotees and hearing Krishna Katha from them. So once again, thank you. And again, we have a very great fortune to have His Grace Padmanabh das prabhu with us this morning, who will lead us to this wonderful yatra to Shri Govardhan. And this mercy of Shri Govardhan is very, very important in our devotional life. Who is Govardhan? Haridas Varya, the topmost devotee of Krishna, actually Krishna himself. Now, everybody must be thinking why I'm taking so much time, because I know few devotees are still joining. So I'm trying to buy some time here for devotees who do not want to miss this awesome yatra. So please bear with me. I know everybody is waiting eagerly to hear from Prabhuji. So just bear with me. But 3 important rules, let me share quickly. We have a few rules before we embark on this wonderful yatra. And let me quickly share them if I could. So everybody hopefully can see my screen. So we are about to start our journey to Shri Govardhan. Govardhan Puja ki Jai. Jai Ho. This is from ISKCON Vrindavan. And these 3 rules are very important. Anyone would like to read quickly these 3 rules? Of course, I'm sure one who is already following these rules, he will be able to read them.
Switch your camera on to mark your presence. Shri Govardhan also wants to see you.
Jai Ho.
Should I read the next one?
Yes, go ahead.
If you get tired during the yatra, quickly chant Shri Govardhan Maharaj Ki Jai and move on. Once you are in, can't leave without permission of the yatra leader.
So all the 3 rules are important. So please switch on your cameras. That's very important to make it more relishable. And so we will start quickly now. And before we start, in the past, on past Friday, I mentioned that His Grace Padmanabh das prabhu need no introduction. But actually that was because lack of the time, because we wanted to hear from him more on Friday evening when we get tired too easily. But we should always glorify devotees. We should always talk about them, because that is the whole purpose of our devotional life. So I will quickly introduce him once again, because we have a lot of devotees this morning. So His Grace Padmanabh das prabhu, most of us already know him very well. And he is a senior disciple of His Holiness, Param Pujya His Holiness Radha Govind Swami Maharaj. And he has been very instrumental in helping and mentoring the devotees to grow up in their sadhana and bhakti in this area of the state. And we can keep on talking about him, but now I know we are all waiting eagerly to hear from him. So I will give it back to Prabhuji. And Prabhuji, we are all ready, I think, to start on this journey. Thank you so much again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dhanavad Pranam.
And I think I made you co-host, so you should be able to share if you want to.
Hare Krishna. So, you can hear me okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we'll start about Shri Giriraj Ji, Govardhan Ji's Parikrama. And Prabhuji, mentioned about your servant a little bit in the beginning. It is quality of a devotee to talk bada chadakar about other devotees because they feel that way. But I'm just trying to serve all the devotees and in turn try to grow in the process of Krishna, in the process of Krishna consciousness myself. So kindly bless your servant that he may be able to serve the devotees nicely and in turn progress in Krishna consciousness. So we'll start with invocation prayers first, and then we will embark together on the journey of Shri Giriraj Govardhan. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Itanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivash Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Because Shri Giriraj Govardhan Ji is Krishna himself, and in the Vedic literature, in Srimad Bhagavatam, the gopis describe Shri Giriraj Maharaj as Haridas Varya, one of the topmost servant, as Birkrishna Prabhu was indicating just before the Katha started. So it's very befitting to offer the prayers, which is the backbone of Bhaktamal book for Shri Giriraj Govardhan Ji. Bhakti Bhakt Bhagavant Guru Chatur Nama Vapu Ek Inke Padavandan Kiche Nase Vigana Anek. We have Sri Bhaktamal Katha every Saturday morning, and Bhaktamal is garlands of the pastimes of devotees. Srinava Goswami wrote Bhaktamal, and Priyadas Ji Maharaj, who was a follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wrote commentary on Bhaktamal. And since we are glorifying Shri Giriraj Govardhan, who is Krishna and his topmost devotee, just like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, who is Krishna himself and his topmost devotee too. So we are reciting this Bhakti Bhakt Bhagavant Guru Chatur Nama Vapuhek, the devotion to Sri Sri Radha Krishna, Shyam Sundar and Shyamarani. Bhakt, the devotees of Radha Shyam Sundar. Bhagavant, Radha Shyam Sundar themselves, and Guru. These four are expansion of same, one and the same personality. Sri Shyam Sundar Sri Krishna. Bhakti, Bhakta, Bhagavant, Guru. Chaturanam, there are four names. Vapuek, they are just one person with four names. Inke Padvandan Kije, Nase Vigana Anek. So once whoever offers prayers at the lotus feet, obeisances at the lotus feet of Bhakti, Bhakt, Bhagavant, and Guru, these four personalities, is always protected in this material world and will progress in a spiritual life. Therefore, in Srimad Bhagavatam, the person who serves the deity or the Vigraha form of Krishna, Krishna in the Vigraha form, but do not serve the devotees, is considered Kanishtadhikari, because If we serve Krishna, we need to have love for devotees also. If we serve our Guru Maharaj, we need to have love for the devotees also. If we love Krishna, we should also serve our Guru Maharaj in the same platform as Krishna. So Bhakti Bhakta Bhagavanta Guru. Sri Giriraj Govardhan Ji is present in Sri Vrindavan and is present forever. But I'll relate a personal story that happened with me, in which helps understand how without the mercy of devotees, we cannot approach Sri Giriraj Ji. Many years ago, right after my marriage, I think the next day or the day after, we all went to Vrindavan together. And at that time, that was my first visit to Vrindavan. I was not very exposed to Vrindavan also. And I still remember the name of the guide who was taking us around, Pandaji. His name was Bantu Maharaj. And when Bhajgovindam Prabhu asked him, where is Giri Govardhan? So he said, Are Govardhan to hai nahi. There is no more Govardhan. And then he took us to one Shila, a temple. It was just a small, like 2 feet by 4 feet temple made on a road of Govardhan Parikrama. He says, "Yahan Govardhan Shila hai. Yahan pranam kar lijiye." And I thought that was the right thing. And I'm not saying Bantu Maharaj did not speak the truth, but Bantu Maharaj is also part of Krishna's Leela. So when we came under the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, and by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, our Agyanati Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakya, our Agyan about Govardhan went away. As if Prabhupada took a Gyananjana Shalakya and he anointed our eyes. And suddenly we went back to the same Vrindavan and we were able to take darshan of Sri Giriraj. So without the mercy of devotees, it is very hard. The things can be right in front of us, but they may never be visible. Just like when we go to Vrindavan, the Astakaliya Lila, or the Nitya Naveen pastimes of Radha and Krishna, they are eternally happening. They're probably happening right in front of our eyes when we go to Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, we go to other Leelasthalis of Vrindavan. But we only see the dirt, we only see the stones, we only see the buildings, the concrete, and we come back. But whose eyes are anointed by the mercy of the devotees, they see beyond. They see beyond all those things, and they can see the real pastime. So this was something that I personally experienced. Even while going there, I was told there is no Govardhan. And then after Srila Prabhupada's mercy, and of course by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Srivas Acharya, and Sri Gadadhar Pandit, we have learned so many things about not just Vrindavan, but the different pastimes of Vrindavan and how to serve Sri Radha Krishna in Vrindavan. In order to progress in spiritual life, and every time we talk about Vrindavan, we always go through these pictures and we always offer obeisances because it is extremely important to, in electrical engineering, there is something called earthing. One has to keep himself earthed to the ground and understand where the mercy is flowing. We should not think, oh, I'm an Avarasik Bhakta. I know so many things about Vrindavan. Oh, I'm exalted and I know this and I know that. But then we have to always remind ourselves who gave us the mercy. Srila Prabhupada gave us the mercy. So many devotees following Srila Prabhupada gave us the mercy. It is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu, that today we can relish Vrindavan. We can talk about Vrindavan as if we have never imagined about. I never thought that I would be able to even talk about Vrindavan ever. But it is just the mercy of devotees and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Parikar, the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that this thing happened. and especially the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. We talked about them last time also while doing Radha Kund Parikrama. This is 6 Goswamis here, but there was Loknath Goswami, Bhugap Goswami who came before the 6 Goswamis, and they were all sent, especially by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to re-establish the places of pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So all the places that we go and see in Vrindavan, almost more than 90% of them were rediscovered by these Goswamis. And they gave it back to us so that we can relish these pastimes and purify ourselves. So we should always pay our obeisances. When we go to our temple and when we pay obeisances to Radha Shyamsundar, we also see the Guru Parampara on the 3rd step of our temple, and we pay obeisances to them also. They are not there just for decoration. We pay obeisances to them, and when we pay obeisances to them, our mind should automatically go towards their contribution to our devotional creeper. हमारी भक्ति लता के लिए उन्होंने जो योगदान दिया है, I think we should always be very mindful of that. As soon as we see Rup Sanatan Goswami Pad, we should see how they stayed under every different tree every night. They wore the clothes that were discarded by the Brajvasis. When they burn, when they take the dead bodies to the cemetery and they burn them, the remnants of the clothes from the dead body, they would take and use that as kopin. In winter, I'll tell you, when I went to Vrindavan for the first time, that was in January. And when I stepped onto the floor of the room where I was staying, I've never felt anything as cold as that in my whole life till then, because it is very cold in Vrindavan. And these Goswamis, they lived in that cold. It was even more because it was all open at that time. And they lived just wearing a kopin in Vrindavan. And just on the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for whom? For us, who are going to come many years afterwards. But they wanted to give this as a heritage that we may all benefit. It has been 500 years since this Goswamis left this material world. They are still present in Vrindavan. Only the fortunate ones can take their darshan. But for us, they have left such a heritage. So we pay our obeisances, not only to Sri Loknath Goswami and Sri Bhugap Goswami, but to Sanatan Goswami, Sri Rup Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Jiv Goswami, and Sri Gopal Bhatt Goswami. And we ask for their blessings that as we embark into the parikrama of Sri Girirajji, they may bless us and they may give us Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena. They must give us the eyes which are anointed by the love of Krishna so that we can see and experience the pastimes which are being narrated. So Vrindavan is land of Krishna and it's a land of devotees. Shyamsundar is present at each and every corner, each and every inch of Vrindavan, along with his devotees, along with Brajaraj Rani. Something amazing about Vrindavan. These are just pictures of some Vrindavan Rajmandal Parikrama that happens every year. His Holiness Radharaman Maharaj, under the guidance of Loknath Maharaj, conducts this Vrindavan Parikrama every year. And these are the different pictures from the Vrindavan. But this Vrindavan Parikrama is 84 course and has 12 principal forests. It goes to Nandgaon, Varsana, Gokul, Govardhan, Radhakund, Shamkund, so many places. Today we are going to talk about Govardhan Hill. And some of the acharyas have noted that 3 things remain as they are from, at least if we cannot say the pastimes of Radha Krishna which are happening today, at least we can still see 3 personalities or 3 things that are existing from 5,000 years ago when Radha and Krishna did their pastimes in Vrindavan. Sri Vrajaraj, the Raj of Vrindavan is still present. We can experience the Raj, we can smear the Raj on our body. Yamuna is still there, Mother Yamuna. Krishna and Radharani and the gopis, they sported, they played with Mother Yamuna. Mother Yamuna is considered as one of the consort of Sri Shyamsundar. So she is, we can take her darshan, she's still there. We can take darshan of Brajaraj, we can take darshan of Mother Yamuna, and we can take darshan of Sri Giriraj Govardhan ji. So these three personalities, they are still present and they are visible to the eyes of, even lowly person like your servant, that when they go to Vrindavan, they can see these three personalities. And by touching them, we are touching Krishna. By touching them, we are experiencing all the pastimes that happened with Krishna. I'll give you, and how is that possible? I'll give you a small example. Anything that belongs to our beloved. For example, the glasses of my mother, I still have them, her reading glasses. As soon as I touch those reading glasses, a lot of things flash through our mind associated with the person who used to wear those glasses and also with the glasses. Similarly, as we see Govardhan, as we see Mother Yamuna, as we see the Vrajraj and we apply Vrajraj on our body, all these pastimes, they flash through our mind, they flash through our consciousness. And this is a part of bhakti. So Govardhan Parikrama is done many ways. Some of the devotees who go there who don't have time, they take the parikrama through car or some vehicle. There are some devotees who take parikrama walking around Sri Giriraj ji, and there are some devotees who take parikrama by offering danvat. Right? They do danvat, and then where their hand reaches, they place a stone. They get up, and right from where their hand was, they'll place their feet and offer another danvat. It's called danvat parikrama. It's very enduring to do danvat parikrama. And then there are some devotees who do 108 danvat parikrama, where at every spot they do 108 danvat, then they move to the next one. Then at that spot they do 108. So can you imagine if it takes 6 feet to do the one danvat, they'll do 108 danvat in that 6 feet. Then they will move to the next 6 feet of the parikrama mat, do 108 danvat, then to the next. And it is very enduring to the body, but you can imagine the ecstasy which they feel while doing this danvat parikrama, because they continue to do it. They don't stop doing it. And some Babajis and some devotees, they take months and months and months to finish one parikrama like that. But it is just, ye to prem ki baat hai uddho, bandagi tere bas ki nahi hai. Yahan sarad ke lagte hain saude, aas ki itni sasti nahi hai. So this is a relationship, a devotee has, the love the devotee has for Giriraj Govardhan, for the Vrajraj, for the pastime places around Giriraj Govardhan, that gives him pleasure in doing this kind of danvat parikrama. For a person like me, I might think, wow, this is a lot of pain. It's not possible. But just like a mother who serves her child, or just like a wife who serves her husband, even though it is a lot of hard work, it gives pleasure because it is out of love they conduct this parikrama.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, sorry to interrupt you. There is a request, if you can you present it in the presentation mode if possible? So
yeah, I can try.
Because some of the devotees might be on the phone, might not be able to read it, I think. Sorry to interrupt.
How's this?
Prabhuji, they can zoom in their view, so if they want.
Well, I'm going to zoom this a little bit and see if that helps.
Yeah, that is.
Is that okay? And I'm going to take this up. Is this better?
Yes. The upper portion is a little bit good. Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine.
Yeah. So devotees on the small device, they can zoom in.
And one of the difficulty we'll have is I'm going to go back and forth between the map and this. If I'm in a presentation mode, it's going to kick me out of presentation mode when I switch.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep this in the Zoom view, and hopefully this Zoom view will help.
And we have few devotees from India, so should we ask them if they're okay with the language of the English?
Your call, Prabhu. I'm your servant. So.
Anyone having difficulty in understanding, we can request Prabhuji to speak in Hindi.
प्रभु शायद आपको हिंदी में
I can see the smile on front Golanga Prabhu's face.
I think
you are asking that in English. Probably you should ask in Hindi, right?
तो यदि डिफिकल्टी हो अभी जो इंग्लिश में तो उसको हिंदी में रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं प्रभु जी को, तो आप बताइए अनम्यूट करके। ओके प्रभु जी।
Okay, we'll continue. So,
हरे कृष्णा गुरु जी, ऐसा करो उल्टा कि ऐसा पूछो कि भाई किसी को हिंदी में आपत्ति है, ऐसा पूछो। हरे कृष्णा गुरु जी, उल्टा पूछो।
जी प्रभु जी। तो अभी प्रभु जी ने पूछा कि किसी को इंग्लिश में आपत्ति है, अगर आपत्ति हो तो हम हिंदी में रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं। ठीक है प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, अगर किसी को हिंदी समझ में नहीं आती है तो ठीक है, आप इंग्लिश में कर दीजिए, कोई चिंता नहीं, लेकिन हिंदी में रस जो आएगा वो अंग्रेजी में नहीं आता है
प्रभु जी। थोड़ा सा हिंदी में बोलिएगा।
ठीक है। I will So I'll try to see if I can use both the languages intermittently, because I know kuch bhakt hain who do not understand Hindi very well, and there are some devotees who do not understand English very well. So this is the map of Sri Giriraj Ji, and as we were discussing last time, Giri Govardhan Ji is in the form of, looks like a peacock, where this is the, the face, this is the tail of the peacock. And the devotees start their parikrama from various places. Some devotees start their parikrama from Manasi Ganga, some devotees start from somewhere else. I think we will start from Sri Radha Kund Shyam Kund, because we did Radha Kund Shyam Kund parikrama last time. और फिर हम वहां से बढ़ते हुए राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड से बढ़ते हुए we will come down and we'll try to follow this number system. और जैसे जैसे नंबर पे लीलास्थली लिखी है उस लीलास्थली का थोड़ा सा वर्णन करते हुए आगे बढ़ेंगे. And please do not worry, we will not go through everything here, and we will go through some of the places of pastimes. I think it may also happen that we may not be able to cover the whole parikrama, but I think whatever we cover, we should cover in a little bit okay way, and then if needed, we can have another call. The Kartik is going to go on for next few days, next couple weeks, so we can have another call if needed, and we can finish the remainder portion of the parikrama also, and then we can also talk about other pastime places related to Vrindavan. So we will start our parikrama together. These are some of the pictures of Govardhan Hill, and Govardhan parikrama. The 6 Goswamis used to do the parikrama of the Govardhan on a regular basis, and it takes about 6 to 7 hours at a normal speed to walk around Girirajji. And someday, if we decide to go to Giriraj Govardhan, there are some of the parikrama rules. I'm not going to go through them to save time, but if we decide to go there someday, we can talk about it. I was talking about this Danvat parikrama, and you can see the devotees doing Danvat parikrama. You see the stone here. So this Babaji Maharaj, when he does parikrama, he'll move this stone to where his hands reach, and then he'll go to the next place. So this is how the Danvat parikrama happened. So we will start with Govardhan parikrama. The first 3 spots in Govardhan parikrama, Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, and Shri Lalita Kund. And we talked about Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, and Shri Lalita Kund last time. So we will now go to the next place, This is the place, and it's a place, it's a gaon or a village named Mukhra. Or Mukhra is the place of the grandmother of Srimati Radharani. Her name is Mukhra Devi, and the families of Vrushbhanu Baba and Nanda Baba, they are very connected with each other. And Mukhra Devi knows Mother Yashoda very well. She actually considers Mother Yashoda as her own daughter. It is shared by the Acharyas that there have been instances where Mukhra Devi have fed Mother Yashoda her milk. So Mother Yashoda ने माँ मुखरा देवी का स्तनपान किया है, उनका दूध पिया है, इन पे कृपा रखी है मुखरा देवी ने माँ यशोदा के ऊपर. और उस गांव में एक मंदिर है, और ये मंदिर का छवि है. उसमें मैया मुखरा देवी, दादी, उनको दादी माँ कहते हैं, दादी माँ मुखरा देवी विराजमान है, आशीर्वाद दे रही है. यहाँ पे बीच में श्रीमती राधा रानी है, and on the other side there is Mother Kirtida. So Mukhra Devi is the mother of Kirtida Maiya, and she is the grandmother of Radharani. Actually, Mukhra Devi goes every day in the morning to take darshan of Radha and Krishna, even today. And she helps Radha and Krishna to meet at various places in Vrindavan. She arranges that, working with other, the gopis and Mother Purnamasi and so on. She helps arranging the meetings between Radha and Krishna. Radharani either comes from Barsana or either comes from her Sasural, and Shyam Sundar comes from Nandgaon. And these places of meeting are arranged by various gopis, sakhis, manjaris, and Ma Mukhra Devi or Dadima also helps in this pastime because she loves to see Radha and Krishna together. This is the bhav of the devotees or the residents of Varsana, of Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, and of Gaudiya Vaishnavas also. That even though they worship in the Vipralamba bhav, in the mood of separation, they always like to see Radha and Krishna together and perform pastimes together. So they try to. पूरा जो चैतन्य महाप्रभु का उपदेश है कि और especially कुछ राधा रस सुधानिधि जैसी जो किताबें ग्रंथ हमको मिले हैं आचार्य वृंद की कृपा से, they depict how the followers of Radha and Krishna, they help and make arrangements for Radha and Krishna to meet. Radha Ras Sudhanidhi is one book. Sri Bhaktivinoda Sachidanand Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written many nice bhajans describing that service. Even Narottam Das Thakur has written many bhajans describing this kind of service. And in the recent age, Sri Radha Baba from Sri Gita Press Gorakhpur, very wonderful small book he has written, where he, in his meditative mood, how he invites Radha and Krishna and creates places for their pastime. Even जो अपने घर का मंदिर होता है, the temple in our house, is a place of pastime of Radha and Krishna. And depending on the mood that the devotee has towards Radha and Krishna, one should try to decorate the temple accordingly. And that temple is not the only place of pastime. One should have, see, the house belongs to Radha and Krishna. It's just like a temple. And we are just like the pujaris who are living in the temple. So we should try to cultivate that kind of consciousness. So not just the temple room is the room where Radha and Krishna we can arrange for them, but we can arrange some other places within the house also where they can come and they can meet and they can sit and they can have some pastimes. Like we can make some kunja at some other place where they both can come. And we can take our Radha Krishna to that place, place them at the kunja and do some bhajan and read some pastimes that depict, depending on what bhav you are serving Radha and Krishna, Vatsalya, Sakya, Madhurya, Sant, Ras, Dasras. Depending on that, we can create our temple to echo that kind of relationship. When we talk, we always talk of creating a relationship with Radha and Krishna and serving them according to that relationship. So that gives a lot more pleasure to the devotee also and to Radha and Krishna also. So Ma Mukhra, Dadima, that's her job, or she took pleasure in arranging the meeting of Radha and Krishna. And this is one nice pastime from the village of Mukhra. We all know our Acharya Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, very exalted devotee, he had a very long life. And he used to experience ecstasy by meditating on the Ashtakalya Leela of Radha and Krishna. So he used to have, in a small temple, he would worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was golden complexion, very nicely served. So some devotees, some thieves, they thought that this Gaurnita is made out of gold. So they tried stealing them. That's a whole pastime in itself. So that's why they were called Sonar Gauranga. And Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj later on asked his disciple to give Sonar Gauranga to somebody else for service. But after 10 years or so, he missed serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So when he requested that I need to, get Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Vigraha form again to serve, a devotee, a Manipuri devotee, we were talking during the Radha Kund Shyam Kund Parikraman, that there was a lot of preaching being done in Manipur, and the king of Manipur established a temple on Radha Kund. So there are a lot of Manipuri devotees in Vrindavan because of that fact. So there was a Manipuri devotee living in Mukhra village. His name was Dinu Babaji. And you see this Satbhuja Vigraha of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very beautiful. See, I just made it a little bit bigger. This Vigraha of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was given by this Babaji Maharaj to Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj for worship. And Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj worshipped this Satbhuja Thakurji for many years, and then later on that worship was passed on to. So this is another importance of Mukhra village, that our Acharya, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, whom Sri Sachidanand Bhaktivinoda Thakur accepted as Siksha Guru, received Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a Vigraha Swarup from this village. Then after that, we come to this spot here, and this spot is Kusum Sarovar. This is about 25 kilometers from Radhakund, and I don't think hardly there are many devotees on this call who has not been to Kusum Sarovar. And the kings from Rajasthan, they have served a lot in Vrindavan, and they have helped build the ghats of Kusum Sarovar. It's a very serene and beautiful place, and it's a place of many pastimes at Kusum Sarovar. Actually, one of the pastime is that Radharani always used to pick flowers. Now the flower gardens are gone from Kusum Sarovar. They have disappeared from the material vision. They are still existing in the spiritual vision. So, but we cannot see those flower gardens. But Radharani used to go and gather flower from Kusum Sarovar. And once she was trying to get flowers from Kusum Sarovar, and Shyam Sundar always knew. So he would come and harass her as to, why are you coming here to pick flowers? I am the king of Vrindavan. You have to give me tax before you take flowers. You have to pay me. But Radharani unko dhamka ke bhaga deti bahut baar. कि आप काहे के राजा है, आप यहाँ की रानी तो शिवरज देवी है, हम हैं यहाँ की अधिस्त्री देवी, आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. तो श्याम सुंदर बहुत बार उनको वहां हैरान किया करते थे. एक बार की बात है, श्री राधा रानी वहां पे पुष्प लेने के लिए आई पूजा के लिए. श्याम सुंदर पहले से ही वहां पे आके छुपे हुए थे एक पेड़ की डाली पे. तो एक डाली थी जहां पे पुष्प लगे हुए थे. राधा रानी तोड़ती तोड़ती वो डाली को देखा, वो थोड़ा ऊंची थी, तो उसने वहां से पुष्प नहीं लिया और डाली से पुष्प लेने लगी. So when Shyam Sundar saw that Radharani is not able to reach this branch, he was hidden. So he slowly, put his weight. He started, stepping on that branch. So by the weight of Krishna, that branch came down. When that branch came down, as Radharani was speaking, oh, she said, oh, this branch is, now I can reach it. So ek haath se Radharani held the branch, and with her second hand, she started plucking the flowers. She plucked one flower, second flower. As she tried plucking more flowers, Krishna jumped off from that branch. When Krishna jumped off from that branch, जैसे श्याम सुंदर कूद पड़े नीचे, तो उनके वजन से वो टहनी दबी हुई थी, तो एकदम ऊपर उठ गई. तो सहसा ऊपर उठ गई, तो राधा रानी जो एक हाथ से टहनी पकड़ी हुई थी, घबराहट में, हड़बड़ाहट में दूसरे हाथ से भी उसको पकड़ लिया. तो वो बेचारी इतनी छोटी सी लड़की है, तो टहनी के साथ वो भी ऊपर हवा में उड़ गई, तो लटक रही थी. तो श्याम सुंदर नीचे बैठ खड़े होकर ताली बजा रहे हैं, हंस रहे हैं बेशर्मी से, और सब सखिया थी. राधा रानी उनके ऊपर झुंझला रही है, अरे आप कैसे आदमी हैं, आप इस तरह से कैसे कर सकते हो. और आफ्टर they scolded Krishna a lot. Krishna was telling Radharani that, why don't you jump in my arms? So Radharani says, no, I will do anything but not jump into your arms. So Krishna says, please jump into my arms and I will safely land you, on the ground. And she would say, no. Suddenly, by Krishna's request, a storm started coming into the sky and there was thunderbolt and so on. And Radharani got scared because of thunderbolt and she let go of her hands. And when she let go of her hands, she got startled. She got startled, she let go, and Shyam Sundar caught her. And when Shyam Sundar caught her, she slowly placed her on the ground, and all the gopis and the sakhas, and they were clapping. And see how tricky Shyam Sundar is. So this place, Kusum Sarovar, is a place of Nitya Vihar. Even today, these pastimes happen. Various pastimes happen of Radha and Krishna. Radharani comes every day to pick flowers at Kusum Sarovar. That is how it got the name Kusum Sarovar. Wahan pe, when you go to Kusum Sarovar, there are a lot of turtles, and these turtles are very big and very heavy. And the devotees always say that these are all the Siddhi yogis and Sant Mahatma who stay at Kusum Sarovar in the form of a turtle to enjoy the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So it is a ब्रज में ऐसी बात है कि इन टर्टल्स को अगर कोई प्रसाद खिलाता है तो उसके जीवन में कोई बीमारी होती है, वो चली जाती है. They get healthy as the turtles get healthy eating the prasad we feed them. So this is Kusum Sarovar. This is the inside of Kusum Sarovar. It's very beautiful. And near Kusum Sarovar there is a place where Ashtavakra Muni, he did a lot of tapascharya to take darshan, to have darshan of Shri Radha Shyam Sundar. Radha Shyam Sundar appeared to Ashtavakra Muni over there. और आज वो स्पॉट के ऊपर एक छोटा सा शिवलिंग है जहाँ पे भक्त लोग सेवा करते हैं भगवान शिव जी की. तो ब्रज में शायद ही ऐसी स्थान होगी जहाँ किसी भक्त ने भक्ति ना करी हो. तो सभी बड़े बड़े महात्मा, सभी भक्त लोग ब्रज में आकर राधा श्याम सुंदर के दर्शन के ललाहित रहते हैं. So when we go next, we should try to look for the spot where Sri Ashtavakra Muni did tapascharya and took the darshan of Radha Krishna. And just coming a little bit further from Kusum Sarovar, there is a place called Uddhav Mandir. This is the place here, and that place is called Uddhav Mandir. It's a very simple mandir. Uddhav ji ki pratima hai, and at Uddhav Mandir, everybody knows the pastimes that after Krishna left for Vrindavan, he asked Uddhav to go and pacify the gopis who were crying day and night. And when Uddhavji, there is a place called Uddhav Kyari also in Vrindavan. This is a place where Uddhavji met with the gopis, and gopis gave the real knowledge of Krishna consciousness, the real knowledge of bhakti to Uddhav. So जब उद्धव जी को गोपियों से ज्ञान प्राप्त हुआ, भक्ति प्राप्त हुई, तो उद्धव जी कहने लगे कि हम तो आपको कहने आए थे कि आप रोना बंद करिए, योग साधना वगैरह करिए, भगवान तो कण कण में विराजमान है, आप उनका ध्यान लगाए आंख बंद करके. बहुत अच्छी अच्छी कथाएं हुई इसके ऊपर. गोपियां कहती हैं कि योग कहाँ राखे, यहाँ तो रोम रोम श्याम है. उद्धव जी आप कहते हैं कि आप योग को स्थान दो, आप योग करो, मन में योग करो और मन की दृष्टि से श्याम सुंदर को देखो. तो बोले हमारे तो रोम रोम में श्याम सुंदर बचे हुए हैं, योग को रखने के लिए शरीर में कोई जगह नहीं बची. गोपियों ने उद्धव जी को सिखाया, गोपीज taught उद्धव जी that what is the real loving bhakti and what is the real agitation in the separation of Krishna. जब उद्धव ने गोपियों की भक्ति देखी तो उद्धव ने उनसे प्रार्थना करी कि आप हमें यहीं पे कहीं गुलमलता बना दीजिए. I want to reside in Braj Vrindavan as a creeper, right? And because जब गोपियां भगवान कृष्ण को याद करके विह्वलित होकर दौड़ेगी, when they will run here and there, उनकी चरण कमल और उनकी चरण कमल से लगी हुई रज उद्धव जी के सर पर गिरेगी. दो भक्तों ने, ब्रह्मा जी ने और उद्धव जी ने ऐसी प्रार्थना करी है कि हमको वहां पे कोई लता बना दीजिए, घास का तिनका कुछ बना दीजिए और वहां ब्रज गोवर्धन में वन के अंदर हमको स्थान दे दीजिए. So the devotees say that just around the, so this is the place where Uddhav ji got the gyan, and there is a Uddhav temple over there. And then there is a place called Asokata Kuch, and this is right here. उसका हमारे पास पिक्चर नहीं है तो आपको हम दर्शन नहीं करा पाए, पर श्री गोविंद लीलामृत में श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी अष्टकालीय लीला के अंदर इसका वर्णन करते हैं कि श्याम सुंदर यहाँ नित्य राधा रानी को श्रृंगार करते हैं, खास तौर पर राधा रानी की चोटी बनाया करते हैं श्याम सुंदर इस जगह पर बैठ के. So in Govardhan, it's a pastime, it's a places of pastime where Krishna does numerous pastimes in Govardhan. Why is that so? So in Garga Samhita, it is explained. But let's talk about one more pastime before that. During Ramayana, when Bhagavan Ramchandra wanted to cross the bridge, all the monkeys were helping him get the stones from various places. Or when the stones around Rameshwaram were exhausted, they started going far places to get the stones to build the Govardhan. So Hanumanji Maharaj also used to go to find stones. So he went to Uttaranchal, which is quite far from that place. And Govardhan used to manifest to Uttaranchal, and he lifted Govardhan hill. He says, "Ek pathar leke jaa, let me just take this whole hill of Govardhan." So he started flying. As he was flying, there was an announcement made that, oh, the bridge is complete and we did not need any more stones. So Hanumanji Maharaj, in order not to delay himself from serving Lord Ramchandra, wherever he was flying, he looked down and that's where he placed Govardhan. So he was flying over the area of Vrindavan, so he placed Govardhanji at Vrindavan. When he placed Govardhanji at Vrindavan, Govardhanji became a little sad. And he held the lotus feet of Hanumanji Maharaj and he says that, आपने हम पर पहले कृपा करने वाले थे, अब आपने तो हम पर बहुत अधर्म डाल दिया. बोले क्या हुआ? तो कहे कि हमको भगवान रामचंद्र का चरण का स्पर्श मिलता अगर आप हमको उस ब्रिज के अंदर लगा देते, पर हम तो उनके स्पर्श से वंचित रह गए. तो हनुमान जी महाराज ने ठाकुर जी के बल पर उनको प्रार्थना करी कि आपको श्री रामचंद्र का चरण स्पर्श मिलेगा, अभी नहीं बाद में मिलेगा, आप थोड़ी राह देखिए. जब हनुमान जी महाराज, when he came back and he met Lord Ramchandra knew, because he's sitting in heart of each and every living entity, he knew the desire of Sri Govardhanji, and he told Sri Hanumanji Maharaj that because he was bereft of the touch of my lotus feet, I will give him the touch of my each and every part of the body. I will anoint him with my presence. Not only with my lotus feet I will touch him, with my hands I will lift him, and I will perform a lot of pastimes in the caves and gufas and in the forest which are on the Govardhan hill. I will touch each and every inch of Govardhan and make him very happy. So that is the reason there are so many pastimes of Radha and Krishna in Govardhan. भगवान गैया भी वहीं पे चराने जाया करते थे अपने गोप सखाओं को लेकर. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Govardhan is non-different than Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never set foot on Govardhan. So जो चैतन्य महाप्रभु के आश्रित हैं, the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they never set their foot on Govardhan. वो गोवर्धन जी को दूर से प्रणाम करते हैं, और जो परिक्रमा मार्ग गोवर्धन जी के बाहर से जाता है उस परिक्रमा मार्ग पर परिक्रमा देते हैं. In Garga Samhita also there is a small pastime of how Govardhan ji appeared. I'll just very quickly in 2 lines narrate, because we are talking about appearance of Sri Govardhan ji, that Dronachal पर्वत के पुत्र थे गोवर्धन जी, and Pulastya Muni once came to visit Dronachal, and when Pulastya Muni came, he saw Govardhan and he fell in love with the serenity of Govardhan. Govardhan ji served him also. So he said that, I want to do tapascharya. Maybe I should do tapascharya in these beautiful places of Govardhan. So let me take Govardhan with me. So Dronachal ji, heavy-hearted, agreed to give up Govardhan ji, who was his son. Govardhan ji, of course, did not want to go with Pulastya Muni. So he said that, Maharaj, आप हमको लेके चलेंगे तो ठीक है, पर हमारा एक शर्त है, आप हमको जहाँ पे भी रख देंगे, हम वहां से हटेंगे नहीं. तो आप हमको जहाँ रखेंगे, हम वहीं रहेंगे. तो Pulastya Muni said, "Oh, I will take you to my ashram and I'll place you over there." But by the arrangement of Thakur ji, जब Pulastya Muni Braj area से जा रहे थे, so he had to answer, the call of nature, and he placed Govardhan ji. He forgot at that time कि Govardhan ji ने ये शर्त लगाई है. So he placed him down, and after finishing up and purifying himself, he came back and started lifting Govardhan ji. And Govardhan ji ने कहा कि महाराज, आपको याद होगा, आपने हमें वचन दिया था कि आप जहाँ पे पहली बार हमको नीचे रखेंगे, वहां से उठाएंगे नहीं. तो ये सब ठाकुर जी की लीला है. पुलस्त्य मुनि को भी इस लीला में ठाकुर जी ने सहभागी बनाया कि उनको यह सौभाग्य दिया कि वो उनको ले आकर यहाँ ब्रज में स्थापित करे. Govardhan ji has come from the spiritual world, and the places of pastimes that exist in Golok Vrindavan itself have manifested here on this planet Earth. And so therefore, this Govardhan ji has manifested just like he's manifested in the spiritual world also over here. Govardhan ji जब पुलस्त्य मुनि के साथ आगे बढ़ने के लिए मना किए, तो झूठ मूठ का रोष दिखाते हुए पुलस्त्य मुनि ने कहा कि क्योंकि आप हमारी आज्ञा का पालन नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम आपको श्राप दे रहे हैं कि आपको बहुत अकड़ है, आप बहुत ऊंचे हैं और बहुत बलवान हैं, तो हर एक साल आप एक राय बराबर आपकी हाइट कम होती जाएगी. And so therefore every year Govardhan ji in the material vision has been reducing just the size of a mustard seed. अभी भी Govardhan ji बहुत प्रखर रूप से वृंदावन में विराजमान है. All the devotees can go and take darshan of Shri Giriraj ji, and we are very fortunate that we are getting darshan of Shri Giriraj ji. So Giriraj ji की अंदर श्री अशोक लता कुंज है, where श्री श्याम सुंदर श्री राधा रानी की चोटी बनाया करते हैं और बहुत श्रृंगार करते हैं. After अशोक लता कुंज, another place is Sri Narad Kund, जो उद्धव कुंड के पास ही है, and Sri Narad Kund is just right here. And the pastime is that Narad Muni did tapascharya to take the darshan of Sri Radha and Krishna and the Raslila pastimes. And he had heard the glories about Radha and Krishna from Sivrinda Devi. और उनको ब्रह्मा जी के द्वारा गोपाल मंत्र दिया गया था. तो नारद जी की तपश्चर्या होने पर नारद जी के ऊपर श्याम सुंदर राधा रानी प्रसन्न हुए और माँ वृंद देवी और पौर्णमासी की कृपा से उनको दर्शन के लिए तैयार किया गया. So he was asked to take a deep into this kund. When Narad Muni took a deep into this kund, he came out in the form of a young gopi. And then when he came out in the form of a young gopi, he was able to get darshan of Radha and Krishna. And then after he took darshan on the directions of Vrinda Devi and Purnamasi, he was asked again to take the deep in this kund. And when he came out, he came back to his original form of Narad Muni. So this is the Narad Kund. Yahan pe Shri Narad Muni ji virajman hai. And one should take darshan and blessings of Narad Muni. That जैसे उनके ऊपर सिवृंद देवी की, पौर्णमासी जी की और गोपियों की और श्याम सुंदर राधा रानी की कृपा हुई, हम लोगों के ऊपर भी कभी इन सबन की कृपा हो और हमको भी ब्रज में राधा कृष्ण के दर्शन मिले. After Radha Kund, after Narad Kund, there is a place called Ratna Kund, which is right here. So from Narad Kund, we come here to the place of Ratna Kund, and it has many places of pastimes. It is said that during the holy time, holy festival, Krishna, Balram and all the sakhas and all the gopis, and they were all sporting colors on each other and playing together. And Sangchud at that time, he came and he abducted all the gopis. When he abducted all the gopis, Krishna went and he killed Sangchud. और संगचूड का वध करने के बाद उनके पास जो मणि था पारिजातक उसको लेके उन्होंने then he gave it to Lord Balaram, and Balaram then sent it through Dhanishta Devi to Srimati Radharani. तो वहां पे रासलीला स्थली है, that is the place of Raslila also. And when the pastimes were happening, Radharani was placed on a Ratna Singhasan. So there is this Ratna Singhasan also present over that place. Radharani sits on the Ratna Singhasan. Sometimes Shyam Sundar also sits with Radharani on the Ratna Singhasan. There is a sthali where sometimes Raslila also happens over there. So it's a place of many pastimes that happen nearby Ratnakund. There is Ratna Singhasan and so on. And just nearby the Ratnakund, you can see the spot number 11 for Ratna Singhasan. So that is very close to each other. And after Ratna Singhasan, there is a place here called Shyam Kutir. It is not marked on this map, but at Shyam Kutir, it is said that Krishna sometimes used to disguise himself, and he would come and he would put the dust from that place. The dust was also Shyam. Bhagavan Shyam Sundar to Shyam hai. And the dust from that place will, disguise Krishna in that place. And he would also wear very Shyam Rang clothes. So then he would hide so the gopis cannot find him. And then the gopis, after searching, would find Krishna, and then they would have many pastimes. यहाँ पे भी रास लीला होती है और इसको श्याम कुटीर कहा गया है क्योंकि यहाँ पे श्याम सुंदर पूरे श्याम वस्त्र और श्याम विभूति सब लगाकर यहाँ छिप जाते हैं कई बार. एंड हमको लगता है कि कोई भक्त सोचते होंगे कि why the same kind of pastimes happen and again. It is the mercy of Yoga Maya that all these pastimes they happen nitya and naveen. The pastimes happen today, and next time, when next day comes, these gopis and everybody, they have vismruti of this pastime sometimes. And a lot of times, all this lila, they happen in different forms also. So all these pastimes are nitya, they're happening on a daily basis. And fortunately, I was able to read many times the book of Sri O.B.L. Kapoor, Vraj ke Rasik Acharya or Vraj ke Bhakt. And in that he writes that the devotees who serve or meditate on Radha and Krishna and on their pastimes, sometimes most of the devotees, they meditate on a certain place within Vrindavan. They meditate on a pastime that happens at that certain place in Vrindavan. And that is all they constantly meditate upon. And that is all they kind of think of how to serve in that pastime. And every day they try to create new pastimes at that place. And when they leave their body, there are many instances which were recorded by Sri Awadh Bihari Lal Kapoor in his book, that many instances that the devotees, when they leave their body, here they leave their body in their bhajan kutir and they manifest themselves in that place of pastime, that the same very instant. He shared the pastime of a devotee that he had ittar with him when he was meditating and he left his body. And फिर वो उत्तर की खुशबू राधा कुंड पर आने लगी because he was meditating about pastimes in Radha Kund. And suddenly the ittar in Radha Kund, it started, वहाँ महकने लगा राधा कुंड उस ittar से. And the devotees understood कि बाबा जी ने अपना शरीर का त्याग कर अब नित्य लीला में प्रविष्ट हुए हैं. So all these different places, please, we should not think that one place is better than other place. The devotees have their liking, but depending on their own nature, depending on their own surrender to Radha and Krishna and how they serve Radha and Krishna, they have liking towards various places of Vrindavan. So Shyam Kutir is also one of those places. You can see how serene and nice it is at Shyam Kutir. Also at Shyam Kutir, nearby, there is this Govardhan Sila where when Shyam Sundar stood on it, it melted and it has footprints of Shyam Sundar, and also the marking of his flute is seen. And with this picture with the tiles, this subway tiles, white subway tiles, I clearly remember this place. We have been there a few times. And as we start going forward from Shyam Kutir, from here, the Govardhan starts emerging and it starts getting taller and taller. Okay. So you can see that as you walk towards further, the Govardhan starts emerging more and more, from the land. And these are all the Govardhan Silas. And devotees, they worship Govardhan Sila. A lot of devotees, they sit nearby Govardhan, and just from the dust of Govardhan, they make a picture of Krishna, holding the Govardhan hill, and they worship, and then they, put the dust back in its place. And it's like a temporary worship place. So each and every spot of Govardhan is a worship place. So one should be very, very careful when they do the Govardhan Parikrama, and very carefully, step at each and every place in Govardhan. Then there is a place called Gwal Pokhar nearby Govardhan Hill. This is the place. This place is called Gwal Pokhar. And normally, on a daily basis, Shyam Sundar comes with his cowherd friends, and he takes lunch with his friends over there. And then after taking lunch, Krishna visits Radha Kund from that place. And the Gwal Bal, the seat. So you can see this pokhar here, and how the Gwal Bals used to sometimes take bath here and so on. There is a nice Leela at the Gwal Pokhar here that ek bar Madhumangal ji and Shyam Sundar, they both disguised themselves as Brahman. And Radharani had wanted to do Surya Puja. So Shyam Sundar and Madhumangal came as Brahmin, and they said, "Are kahan ja rahi ho?" Then she said, "हम सूर्य देव की पूजा करने के लिए आई है." तो कहे कि अच्छा ठीक है, हम ब्राह्मण हैं, बहुत बढ़िया पूजा करवाते हैं, आपकी पूजा करा देते हैं. So Radharani said, "Okay." So they performed the puja. This is very beautiful pastime, very described in a lot of detail. We are just narrating it very shortly, just to, जिससे हमको पता चले कि ग्वाल पोखर पे क्या लीलाएं हुई हैं. तो मधुमंगल जी और श्याम सुंदर ने पूजा करवाई, तो राधा रानी ने दक्षिणा के रूप में उनको लड्डू दिए. And she also gave a golden ring. So Madhumangal is a Brahman boy, he likes to eat laddu and everything. So he took the laddus and he packed the laddus into, जो बांधते हैं गमछा होता है उसमें पैक कर दिए, अपने कमर पे लटका के चल दिए. और सब लंच के लिए when they gathered, they came to Gwal Pokhar. Now Madhumangal was not planning to share these laddus with anybody. उसने सोचा कि लंच वंच कर लेंगे, उसके बाद शांति से बैठकर ये लड्डू खाएंगे. So Daoji Bhaiya, he is also there. So he saw that Madhumangal has something, tied around his waist. So he told his sakhas, कि जाके जरा पूछिए इनसे कि ये क्या लेके घूम रहे हैं. So they went and say, "Hey Madhumangal, क्या लेके घूम रहे हो यहाँ पे?" So Madhumangal, "Oh no, nothing, I don't have anything. It's just nothing. Don't worry about it." अरे nothing है तो इतना बचा क्यों रहे हो उसको? दिखा दो हमको. अरे no, don't touch it. It's nothing. Why are you worried? Let's just take lunch together. The बच्चे पड़ गए पीछे. दाऊजी बोले छोड़ना मत, ये कुछ लेके आया है. Let's just see what is there. So the boys ran after Madhumangal and they start snatching. वो कमर पे बांध के रखा था. They started snatching at his waist. अब कमर पे जब कोई भागा दौड़ी कर रहे हैं बच्चे, when the boys are running and you try to snatch something from कमर, और वहां वो बेल्ट पहन के, कोई पैंट तो पहनता नहीं था, धोती पहने हुए थे मधुमंगल, तो बच्चों ने खींचा तो लड्डू का तो जो गमछा था वो तो हाथ में आ ही गया, साथ में उनकी धोती भी खुल गई. तो मधुमंगल बेचारे बहुत लज्जित हो गए कि अरे धोती खुल गई तो दौड़ना बंद कर दिया उन्होंने, अब धोती के बिना क्या करे. And then he jumped into the Gwal Pokhar Kund. तो all the devotees, all the बच्चे, all the gopas, they started laughing, ताली बजाने लगे कि अरे आज कैसे मधुमंगल की धोती निकाली और लड्डू भी ले लिए. And they all then shared laddu together, and Madhumangal then came out and he also ate laddus along with. So there are many pastimes that happen at this Gwal Pokhar, and the devotees, they meditate on this different pastimes that happen at Gwal Pokhar. And then nearby Gwal Pokhar, there is a place called Kilola Kunda. This is the place. It's called Kilola Kunda. और इसको किल्लोल, बच्चे जब मिलते हैं तो किल्लोल करते हैं. So Krishna and all the sakhas, they come and they do killol and they play around this kund. Therefore, it's called Killol Kund. Sometimes Shyam Sundar also comes with Radharani and he has pastimes with Radharani. And while he's having pastimes with Radharani, the bacche they keep playing nearby this killol all the gopsakas. और हम ठाकुर जी को अकेला छोड़ देते हैं कि चलो उसको जाने दो, ये अपने काम का नहीं है, हम गाय चरा लेंगे. So then they play around this killol kunda. And then there is Nanda Maharaj का एक मंदिर है वहाँ पे nearby. And then after यहाँ पे नंद महाराज जी की विग्रह स्वरूप से विराजमान है नंद महाराज जी. और फिर स्थित में as we come forward there is Mukharvin temple. So it's number 18, you can see here. And this is where there's a lot of places of pastimes in this area also. And Govardhan, is very nicely visible. And this is the Mukharvin, the temple of Sri Giriraj ji. And this is how the temple looks from a distance. And this is the Mukharvin Sila. There are two Shilas actually at this place. And one Shila has the marking of the Mugud of Shyam Sundar. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say that there is one Sila has the marking of Mukut, so that's the Mukut Shila, and then the other Sila is the mouth of Giriraj ji. So therefore the devotees, they go there and they do Abhishek with milk over there. This is a very old photo. You can see Tamal Krishna Maharaj and Giriraj Maharaj. And this is, some Pandaji who serves in the temple. And they are doing Abhishek to the Govardhan Sila at the Mukharvin, the temple. So this is where the Mukharvin temple is. And after Mukharvin temple, there is a place called Chakra Tirtha. Sri Mahadev ji is Virajman at Chakra Tirtha. And it is nearby Mansinganga. You can see here the water body. It's called Mansinganga. And the Chakra Tirtha is here. This is a place of many pastimes. Sri Chakleshwar Mahadev ji is present at Chakra Tirtha. And Chakreshwar Mahadev had a very close relationship with the devotees. I should not say had, he still has. The devotees write that when Krishna lifted Govardhan hill, Mahadev ji in the form of his original form of Sadasiv, in the spiritual world, Krishna, when he accepts Tamogun, he transforms himself into Sadasiv. And that Sadasiv stays with Mother Parvati in the spiritual world on the Kailas hill, which is very close to the Virja river. And that Sadasiv himself manifested when Giriraj ji was lifted by Sri Krishna. And in order to protect the Vrajvasis from the rainwater, because in Srimad Bhagavatam he says that each and every drop of the rainwater was like a pillar, a big pillar, a concrete pillar, right? So can you imagine? Sometimes in India, in America, we have lost the pleasure of bathing in the rain. In India, when you're walking, suddenly the rain comes in the monsoon. And sometimes the rain comes with such a force that it hits you on the forehead, on your face. You can feel the rain hitting you. और वहां पे कहीं 3 टावर के छत होते हैं तो टिक 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 आवाज जोर जोर से आती है जब बारिश होती है तो. So when this rain was coming during the Govardhan pastime, it was coming very, very hard. So भगवान सदाशिव सिर्फ ब्रजवासियों की रक्षा के लिए अपना त्रिशूल उठा के उसको गोल 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 घुमाने लगे और चक्र की तरह उसको घुमाने लगे. तो उसको चक्र की तरफ इतना तेज से घुमाते थे कि बारिश का एक भी बूंद वहां ब्रजवासियों के ऊपर नहीं गिरा. And they were all, there was the place, Govardhan ji के नीचे जब श्याम सुंदर खड़े थे और ब्रजवासी खड़े थे, so there was no drop of water. It was completely dry. It was very peaceful, very serene over there. And for the 7 days and 7 nights they stood there. भगवान शिव जी अपना त्रिशूल घुमाकर सबकी रक्षा करी. It is also said by some acharyas that during some other time, क्योंकि भगवान की गोवर्धन लीला नित्य होती रहती है, Sudarshan Chakra, on the request of Bhagwan Shivji, manifested at that place. और वो वहां अपने आप को गोवर्धन जी के ऊपर स्थापित कर दिए. And he, Sudarshan Chakra, by the rotation of Sudarshan Chakra, इतनी गर्मी पैदा होती थी कि पूरा यहाँ बारिश की जो भी बूंदें थी वो वहां से चली जाती थी, and protected the Brajvasis over there. So this Chakleshwar Mahadev is very important. Devotees should take darshan of Chakleshwar Mahadev and offer Danvat Pranam to Chakleshwar Mahadev, and also pray for the benediction of staying in getting residence in Shri Vrindavan Dham. ब्रज के 4 महादेव हैं जो मुख्य गिने जाते हैं। तो एक चकलेश्वर महादेव जी हैं गोवर्धन में, और कामेवन में एक कामेश्वर महादेव जी है, और फिर मथुरा में श्री भूतेश्वर महादेव जी हैं, और फिर ब्रज में वृंदावन में श्री गोपीश्वर महादेव जी हैं। 3-4 महादेव जी से संबंध रखे, जहां पे भी आप रहे महादेव जी हैं उनसे संबंध रखे, उनसे प्रेम किया जाए। Actually, I have heard from devotees that if somebody takes a vow, I don't remember how many days, but to offer milk abhishek to Gopeshwar Mahadev for a certain number of days, by the mercy of Gopeshwar Mahadev, you get permanent residence in Vrindavan. हमने ये श्री राजेंद्र दास महाराज से हमने सुनी हुई बात है, and he says he himself did it. I don't remember how many days. I have to check my notes as to how many dates he mentioned, but उन्होंने स्वयं बताया था इसके बारे में कि वे स्वयं किया करते थे इस बात को, और इस कृपा से आज वे ब्रज में रह रहे हैं, राधा रानी की कृपा से। So by the mercy of Gopeshwar Mahadev, Chakreshwar Mahadev, Bhuteshwar Mahadev, and Kameshwar Mahadev, the devotees, उनके लिए ब्रज बहुत सुलभ हो जाता है। जिस स्थान पे भजन करते हैं उस स्थान की कृपा प्राप्त होती है। Actually, Sanatan Goswami, this is another picture of Chakreshwar Mahadev. You can see here, this is Nas carving and some vigrahas here. This picture, they have covered a lot of it with clothes, and they have put a face of Bhagwan Shivji on Chakreshwar Mahadev. So this is another picture of Chakreshwar Mahadev ji. And there is a bhajan kutir of Sanatan Goswami nearby that place. And Sanatan Goswami used to stay there and do bhajan, but then he always used to pay obeisances to Chakreshwar Mahadev. तो दोनों में गाढ़ा संबंध हो गया था। सनातन गोस्वामी फिर वो जगह छोड़ के जाने लगे कि वहाँ मच्छरों का बहुत उत्पात होता था, उनकी भजन में विक्षेप कर रहा था। तो when Sanatan Goswami started leaving that place, his bhajan kutir, Chakreshwar Mahadev in the form of a Brahman appeared to Sanatan Goswami, and he says कि महाराज आप हमको छोड़ के क्यों जा रहे हैं? हमको आप हर रोज मिलते हैं, बहुत अच्छा लगता है, आप हमको छोड़ के मत जाइए। तो सनातन गोस्वामी पाद कहे कि क्या करे, यहाँ पे मच्छर बहुत है, हमको बाधा करते हैं भजन में। तब श्री चक्रेश्वर महादेव जी ने उनको आशीर्वाद दिया कि अगर यहाँ मच्छर नहीं होंगे तो आप यहाँ रहेंगे। तो ही से हाँ, तो हमको कोई दिक्कत नहीं है यहाँ रहने में। तो by the mercy of Chakreshwar Mahadev, that area is mosquito free. So Sanatan Goswami Pad stayed in his bhajan kutir and he performed his bhajan over there. So Sri Chakreshwar Mahadev ji, one should take darshan of the Chakratirth and Chakreshwar Mahadev over there. And this is where he is. And then this is, now we come to the place called Manasi Ganga. There are many pastimes associated with Manasi Ganga. And this is the picture how Manasi Ganga looks. It's a very nice place. We have been there a few times. And every time we go there, it's very ecstatic. And I don't know why it is ecstatic. Maybe it's more ecstatic because all of the mithai, mithai wala dukan. Because right next to Manasi Ganga is the Govardhan Bazaar. And you see a lot of mithai wala over there, just like this. So, we always have some mithai over there. But this is Manasi Ganga. Some of the pastimes that are associated with Manasi Ganga. This is where Manasi Ganga is. And that when Krishna उन्होंने जब वत्सासुर का वध किया, तो क्योंकि वो गोवत्स था, बछड़ा था, तो अपने आप को प्यूरिफाई करने के लिए श्याम सुंदर manifested from his mind Mother Ganga. Mother Ganga manifested through the mind of Shyam Sundar. Therefore, since she manifested from the mind of Shyam Sundar, she is called Manasi Ganga. There is no difference. Anybody who has taken bath in Manasi Ganga and he says that he has not taken bath in Ganga is a liar. Because there is no difference between Ganga and Manasi Ganga. एक और कथा आती है कि नंद बाबा ने एक बार कथा सुनी कि गरुड़ जी एक बार सर्प को अपने चोंच में उठा के जा रहे थे. And as he was flying over Ganga, the tail of that the serpent touched Mother Ganga, and the serpent manifested himself as a Chaturvut Swarup, जैसे he is a resident of Vaikuntha Loka. Vaikuntha Loka में सब जो वहाँ के citizen हैं, वो सब चतुर्भुज स्वरूप से रहते हैं श्याम सुंदर के साथ. So when that serpent manifested, Garud Maharaj, paid his obeisances to him and he carried him to Vaikuntha. नंद महाराज ने जब ये कथा सुनी तो नंद महाराज से तो हमको गंगा जाना चाहिए स्नान करने के लिए, इतना पवित्र जगह है. So they all started their pilgrimage to. So they just started and it was evening time, so they stayed in Govardhan that night. That night, Shyam Sundar told Nand Baba, इतना मेहनत करके गंगा जाने का क्या जरूरत है? अगर गंगा जी यहाँ स्थापित आ जाए तो आपको जरूरत है वहां जाने की. तो नंद बाबा कहे नहीं, भगवान श्याम सुंदर ने कृपा कर वहां गंगा जी को स्थापित किया. And Nand Baba and all the devotees, all the residents of Nandgaon, they took bath over there. And therefore, right now, all the devotees who take bath at Mansi Ganga are considered they have taken bath at Ganga. Actually, Vrindavan में सभी तीर्थ आके घूमते हैं. सभी तीर्थ वृंदावन में विराजमान है. जिसने वृंदावन का तीर्थ कर लिया उसको कहीं और जाने की जरूरत नहीं रहती. सब तीर्थ वृंदावन में विराजमान है. Another pastime with Mansi Ganga is that Ganga is considered younger sister of Mother Jamuna. तो जमुना जी से गंगा देवी कहने लगी कि बहना आपको तो श्याम सुंदर का दरस परस दोनों मिलता है, सुख मिलता है. हमको कब सौभाग्य मिलेगा कि श्याम सुंदर के चरण कमल हमारे ऊपर पड़े. तो मैया जमुना जी ने, जो श्याम सुंदर की प्रेमिका है, पत्नी है, उन्होंने श्याम सुंदर से कहा कि आप हमारी बहन पर कृपा कीजिए. तो इसलिए भी वहां पे श्याम सुंदर ने अपने मानस से गंगा जी को वहां प्रकट किया और उसमें उन्होंने बहुत से नित्य लीलाएं करी है, आज भी कर रहे हैं. One of the lila which is described by the acharyas, that once Radharani and the gopis, they were carrying butter and so many things and they were trying to cross Mansi Ganga. And Krishna and his friend disguised as an old boatman. ठीक है, तो भगवान बोटमैन की तरह डिस्गाइज करके आ गए वहां पे. तो ये देखिए राधा रानी को जैसे यहाँ से यहाँ जाना होगा, यहाँ से यहाँ जाना होगा. तो Krishna says that okay, I'll take you all with me, but my boat is small, you are so many people, so because of the weight it can go down, so why don't you just throw everything away? So he made them, throw all the matkis to the ground and destroy all the matkis and everything. After the gopis sat, Shyam Sundar कहते हैं कि नहीं, अभी भी this boat is too heavy for the water. I think we need to lose. So आप अपने ornaments निकाल दीजिए सब. So he made them get rid of his ornaments. And then he started saying, अभी भी बहुत भारी, आप अपने वस्त्र भी उतार दीजिए. So when he said that, the gopis realized कि ये बूढ़ा और कोई नहीं, श्याम सुंदर ही हो सकते हैं. So these are like wonderful boat pastimes. And Srila Prabhupada has commenced some of the nice, boat lila paintings of Sri Shyam Sundar with gopis. So a lot of boat pastimes. Actually, there is a small mandali of Ras, it's called Ras Lila Mandali. And I have a few CDs, video CDs of the Ras Lila Mandali where they do this different pastimes of Vrindavan, they enact. And there are boys, small boys, they dress up as Krishna and some boys dress up as gopis and they perform this Ras Lila. And it is said by big acharyas that when these Ras Leelas are performed, this enactment of pastimes happen, Shyam Sundar and Radharani, they enter into the bodies of the boys who are playing the role of Radha Krishna and the gopis. And therefore, Bhaiji Hanuman Prasad Poddarji Maharaj, Sri Radha Baba Maharaj, and many exalted devotees of Vrindavan till today, they go and they go endeavor to take darshan of this Ras Leela and these pastimes that are enacted by these Ras Leela mandalis. And they invite them to their temples and ask them to perform the pastimes. And once the pastimes are done, they offer Danvat Pranam to Radha and Krishna who are in the pastime. They offer bhoga, they offer arti, and after whatever that Radha Krishna have honored, they distribute as prasad. There are some nice videos of Radhastami videos of Ramesh Baba on YouTube. You can see that there are some young boys who are dressed as Radha and Krishna, and On Radhashmi days, they're put on their shoulder and they're carried from house to house. And they go in each and every house, and the resident of the house will offer them some peda, some patasa, some misri, some makhan. They will eat little and they'll give it back. And then they will distribute that as prasad. They go from one place to other, and like that they go all over Barsan. So this boat pastime is also enacted by the Ras Mandali school. And fortunately, by mercy of a devotee, I have that DVD. If some devotees know how to convert those DVDs into digital and put them upload on internet, you're most welcome to take those CDs from me and convert them and upload. But the devotees who want to get connected with Sri Vrindavan Dham, with Sri Govardhan, with Barsana, with Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, pastimes of Krishna, they should attach themselves to watching these pastimes. And while watching these pastimes, just understand that this is none other than Radha Krishna in the pastime. Sevat Bihari Lal Kapoor writes that the players of these pastimes, they are none other than Radha and Krishna. They come and they manifest. गवारिया बाबा का एग्जाम्पल देते हुए वो लिखते हैं कि एक बार गवारिया बाबा नंदगांव गए थे, तो वहां पे ऐसे रासलीला की मंडली आई हुई थी और उन्होंने उस मंडली को खिलाने के लिए मिठाई मंगवाई। तो मंडली से जो कृष्ण और राधा रानी का स्वरूप था, सॉरी कृष्ण बलराम का स्वरूप था, वो बाबा जी के पास आके शाम को कहने लगे, बाबा जी हमको मिठाई दीजिए। तो बाबा जी कहे, देखो बेटा, मिठाई कल बांटनी है, कल लेना। वो दो बच्चे जो कृष्ण बलराम के स्वरूप में थे, वो मचल गए कि हमको आज ही खिला दीजिए। तो बहुत मचल गए, तो उन्होंने अपनी गोद में बिठा के दोनों को मिठाई खिला दी। दूसरे दिन जब असल सब रासलीला हो गई, उसके बाद उन्होंने सभी जो रासलीला में भाग ले रहे थे उनको बुलाया तो खाने के लिए मिठाई। तो और जो रास मंडली के बच्चे थे, वो जब कृष्णा बलराम का जो रोल कर रहे थे, उनको अपनी गोद में बिठा के खिलाने जा रहे, तो और बच्चे बोले, बाबा इनको मत खिलाओ। तो बाबा बोले, क्यों, इनको क्यों ना खिलाए? अरे ये कल तो खा गए आपके पास आकर। तो बोले, ये कहाँ कल आके खा गए? तो बोले, नहीं ये कल आके नहीं, बाबा ने जब गोद में बिठाया तो बोले, अरे तुम क्यों गोद में आके बैठ गए खाने के लिए? कल खिलाया था ना तुमको। तो बोलते, हमने नहीं खाया आपसे। बाबा बोले, झूठ क्यों बोल रहे हो? मेरी गोद में आके बैठे, मैंने अपने हाथ से तुमको मिठाई खिलाई थी। तो कृष्ण बलराम का रोल करने वाले बच्चे बोले, बाबा झूठ क्यों बोल रहे हो? इतनी उम्र में, पक्की हुई उम्र में हम कभी आए नहीं, बच्चों के साथ हम खेल रहे थे, हम तो कभी आपसे मिठाई खाने आए ही नहीं। तो बाबा को ध्यान आया कि ये तो स्वयं कृष्ण बलराम पधारे होंगे उस बच्चों का स्वरूप लेके, हमारी गोद में बैठ के मिठाई खा के चले गए। The point I'm trying to make is this pastimes which is enacted by this Ras Mandalis. Krishna, Radharani, Balaram, Gopas and all the Sakhis, they come into the players who are doing these pastimes. Therefore, one should attach themselves to these pastimes, and they should watch them again and again and try to meditate on the pastimes. All these pastimes are enacted on the basis of the pad and the leelas written by the acharyas who have seen those pastimes by their own eyes. उन्होंने खुद स्वयं लिखे हैं ये पास टाइम्स, जिसके ऊपर से ये सब पास टाइम्स बनाए जाते हैं, रास लीला की जाती है. So this boat leela, there is this nice pastime video, and it happened in Manasi Ganga. And actually, Manasi Ganga appeared on the Diwali day. So a lot of devotees on the Diwali day, they go to Manasi Ganga, they take a bath in Manasi Ganga, and then they go to the temple of Hardevji, and they pay their obeisances at the Hardevji temple. But we will go to the temple in a minute. So after Manasi Ganga, which is here, there is a small place here called Brahma Kunda. This is the kund where Brahmaji came and he appeared, he offered his prayers to Shyam Sundar, because Brahma ji ने भ्रमित होकर ठाकुर जी की भोजन लीला देखी कि ठाकुर जी कैसे गोपों के साथ बैठकर भोजन कर रहे हैं, किसी की जूठा खा रहे हैं, किसी के मुंह से लेके खा रहे हैं, झगड़ा करके खा रहे हैं, अपना नहीं दे रहे हैं खाना प्रसाद. तो ये जब देखा तो उनको लगा कि अरे ये कैसा भगवान हो सकता है. तो टेस्ट करने के लिए उन्होंने सब ग्वाल बाल और गवों को, जो गौ बछड़े थे उनको चुरा लिया था। जब उनकी ये चोरी पकड़ी गई तो भगवान से क्षमा मांगने के लिए वे पधारे और यही ब्रह्मा कुंड के पास उन्होंने भगवान का अभिषेक भी किया और भगवान से उन्होंने प्रार्थना भी करी कि हमको क्षमा करिएगा। So this is the place where Brahma ji prayed to Krishna. उसके बाद there is a place called Manasi Devi temple. So this Manasi Devi temple is right here, number 22, very close to. In Manasi Devi temple, Brahma Kund की घाट पे ही है, and Manasi Devi is the residing Devi or the goddess who is protecting that area. तो ब्रज मंदिर, ब्रज धाम में 4 मुख्य देवियां हैं जो माँ पार्वती 4 स्वरूप से वहां प्रकट है। भगवान शिव जी तो प्रकट है ही है, उनकी पत्नी जो माँ पार्वती है वो भी 4 स्वरूप से वहां प्रकट है। And she is trying to serve the devotees by protecting the area. So here Mother Parvati is present as Mansi Devi, and other places Mansi Devi Govardhan जी के ऊपर विराजमान है, और वृंद देवी जो विराजमान है। 4 देवी हैं, तो एक वृंद देवी है जो काम्यवन में विराजमान है, एक पाताल देवी है जो मथुरा में विराजमान है, and then there is योगमाया देवी who is विराजमान है मथुरा। So यहाँ पे मानसी देवी विराजमान है, उनका दर्शन भक्तों को लेना चाहिए। And after Mansi Devi, one comes to the temple of Hardev Ji Maharaj. And this is where the temple of Hardev Ji, can everybody see? This is the temple of Hardev Ji Maharaj. This is Mansi Ganga, Brahma Kund, Mansi Devi temple, and this is the temple of Hardev Ji Maharaj. This temple of Hardev Ji Maharaj is about 5,000 years ago, Brajranath Ji, he established this worship of Hardev Ji Maharaj. Hardev Ji Maharaj is considered one of the 4 Dev in the Vrindavan area. Brajranath Ji, who is the son or the grandson of Shyam Sundar, Bhagwan Shri Krishna के पुत्र, भगवान श्री कृष्ण के पुत्र प्रद्युम्न, उनके पुत्र अनिरुद्ध और उनके पुत्र हरदेव जी महाराज. So he established the places of worship in Vrindavan. तो उन्होंने 4 देव विराजमान किए वृंदावन के अंदर. तो उन्होंने जो 4 देव विराजमान किए, तो हरदेव जी को विराजमान किया श्री गोवर्धन में, श्री केशव देव जी को उन्होंने विराजमान किया मथुरा में, और श्री बलदेव जी दाऊजी को उन्होंने विराजमान किया. दाऊजी नाम का भी गांव का भी नाम दाऊजी है, वहां पे श्री दाऊजी बलदेव जी को विराजमान किया, और श्री गोविंद देव जी को उन्होंने वृंदावन में विराजमान किया. आज गोविंद देव जी जयपुर में विराजमान है. तो 4 देव इन्होंने श्री वैजनाथ जी ने विराजमान किए. वृंदावन में ही एस्टेब्लिश्ड 2 नाथ, ब्रज के 2 नाथ उन्होंने एस्टेब्लिश किए. एक तो श्रीनाथ जी जो गोवर्धन में विराजमान है, आज नाथद्वारा में वही स्वरूप नाथद्वारा में विराजमान है, क्योंकि औरंगजेब की प्रकोप से सब भक्त लोग उनको वहां से लेके, औरंगजेब खंडित कर रहे थे सब मंदिर और ठाकुर जी को. तो ये सब ठाकुर जी की लीला है, ये सब समझना बड़ा मुश्किल बात है, पर वहां से ठाकुर जी चल दिए और आज राजस्थान में नाथद्वारा करके जगह है. There Srinath ji is there, and then another Nath who is installed for worship by Sivajana is Sri Gopinath ji in Vrindavan. तो 2 नाथ, एक श्रीनाथ जी और एक गोपीनाथ जी. 4 देव, हरदेव जी, केशव देव जी, गोविंद देव जी और बलदेव जी. और फिर उन्होंने 2 गोपालों की स्थापना करी. एक तो मदन मोहन गोपाल है, अब करौली में है, राजस्थान में है, और दूसरे हैं साक्षी गोपाल. They were also, साक्षी गोपाल जी को भी बैजनाथ जी ने प्रतिष्ठित किए थे. आज वो पुरी के पास विराजमान है. साक्षी गोपाल जी का मंदिर है पुरी. वो पूरा साउथ इंडिया घूम के अब पुरी में विराजमान है साक्षी गोपाल जी. और फिर 4 महादेव जी के बारे में तो हमने पढ़ा ही अभी, और फिर जो 4 देवी हैं उनके बारे में भी हमने पढ़ा. So this Hardev ji mandir is a very special mandir. Everybody who does Govardhan Parikrama but does not take the darshan of Hardev ji, तो उनकी परिक्रमा अधूरी ही नहीं रहती है. This is the beautiful swarup of Hardev ji. Hardev ji is like a 7-year young boy holding Govardhan on his hand. There is also a pastime that once Radharani and the gopis were waiting for Krishna, and Krishna did not come on time. So they were trying to, very vyakul, very agitated because of absence of Krishna. So वे जोर जोर से चिल्लाने लगे, हरिदेव 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 हरिदेव, where are you? तो जब वो जोर जोर से, ये इंग्लिश में हरिदेव नहीं बोल रही थी, HURRY हरिदेव, हरि अपने भगवान हरि को पुकार रही थी, तो कहाँ है आप, आइए आइए, हमारी जो पीड़ा है आपके विरह की उसको हरिए, तो जब आप प्रकट होंगे तो हमारी विरह की पीड़ा को हरेंगे, इसलिए उनको हरिदेव हरिदेव करके उनको बुला रहे थे। तो वहां पे श्याम सुंदर ये स्वरूप में प्रकट हो गए, जो स्वरूप यहाँ पे हमको दिख रहा है। इन दिस फॉर्म Krishna appeared like a 7-year young boy, blackish complexion, lifting Govardhan, and he appeared, and when he appeared, Radharani became very ecstatic. So with one hand he was lifting Govardhan and one hand he was playing flute. That's how he was holding flute. So that's how he appeared, and Radharani became very ecstatic. And since that day, this Hardevji worship has been established over there. Right now, the original Thakurji, Hardevji, जिनको बज्रनाभ जी ने स्थापित किया था, वे कानपुर के पास एक छोटे से गांव में है, विराजमान है. So one can go there and take darshan of Hardevji over there. And this is the temple of Hardevji, and then this is the village of Govardhan. There is a lot of marketplaces of Govardhan where you can buy a lot of different paraphernalia, including the sweets in Govardhan. And can you imagine this rabdi and the peda and the gulab jamuns, and my God, this is amazing. So this is from the village of Govardhan. Govardhan ke baad, there is a place, and probably there is 1 or 2 more places we'll go through, and then we will stop. Govardhan ke baad, there is a place called Dan Ghati. It is right here, Govardhan gaon ke baad. So Dan Ghati kaha jata. It's used to be a very narrow place, and Krishna, when Radharani and the gopis would pass through that place, Krishna would stand there with his sakhas to collect, tax. क्योंकि टैक्स दे रहे हैं तो उसको दान कहा जाता है. दान समझते हैं? दान, ये दान मतलब ये हम लोग सेवा करते हैं ना, दान देते हैं, वो वाला दान नहीं. दान का मतलब है टैक्स कलेक्ट करना. Actually, from that word, the word दान has appeared. ये भाई बहुत दान देते हैं. ये दान देने का मतलब, दान को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं मैं भूल गया. He does a lot of charity. उसको दान कहते हैं हिंदी में. Actually, the word दान is very significant because दान is really translated as tax. उसको दान, हमारे गुजराती में दान बोलते हैं, दाना. जब कुछ गेहूं वगैरह होते हैं तो उसमें से एक मुट्ठी या जितना भी बना है उसका 1% दान वो टैक्स कलेक्टर को या राजा को दिया जाता था. उसके ऊपर से वर्ड दान आ गया. दान का मतलब है टैक्स. Even when we give in charity to somebody, उसके लिए हिंदी और संस्कृत प्रयोग है कि दान दे रहा है. उसको दान दे रहा है क्यों कहा जाता है? Because whatever we are giving to the other person is really belonging to the other person. It was residing with us till now. It was residing with us till now. We were using it. It is belonging to that other person. Therefore, when that other person comes in front of us and our heart inspires कि इनको कुछ देना चाहिए, when we give that person something, हम बोलते हैं इन्होंने दान दिया. असल उसका मतलब है कि हमने दान दिया मतलब we paid taxes, that whatever was yours used to be with me, I was using it, now I am giving it back to you. So you take. Bhaiji Hemant Prasad Poddar has written something very wonderful in one of his books, because Bhaiji used to help a lot of devotees. They used to come for different ways of getting different kinds of help from Bhaiji, including monetary help. And Bhaiji used to say that whenever somebody would come, and I think we should learn how to give daan to somebody. Whenever someone would come to ask for some charity or daan, Bhaiji कहते थे कि मैं स्वयं देते वक्त अपनी आंख बंद रखता था या नीची रखता था, और मैं उनको देता था तो ये सोच के देता था कि आपका जो हिस्से का था वो ठाकुर जी ने मेरे पास रख छोड़ा था, आज ठाकुर जी आपका स्वरूप लेकर मुझसे उसको वापस लेने के लिए बता रहे हैं। तो जो दान लेने आते हैं उसमें ठाकुर जी का भाव रखकर कि ठाकुर जी ही अपनी वस्तु वापस लेने के लिए आए हैं, ये समझ के मैं अब उनको सेवा कर रहा हूं करके मैं देखे उनको प्रणाम करता हूँ कि ठाकुर जी आप अपना अपने मेरे पास चले गए, उसको दान के। सो राइट नाउ वी से ये भाई तो बड़े दानेश्वरी है, ये बहुत दान का सही भाव ये है कि it is belonging to the person to whom we are giving. It was staying with, we were using it till now we are giving it back. जब ये भाव से दान होता है, ये भाव से चैरिटी होता है, तब उससे बहुत फायदा होता है, हमारा ह्यूमिलिटी बढ़ता है, एंड जो दान का सही प्रभाव हमारे जीवन में होना चाहिए वो होता है। तो इसको दान घाटी कहा जाता है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे दान घाटी में या दान गली में भगवान used to collect taxes from Radharani. There is one very nice pastime that one of the parrots of Srimati Radharani one day came, and the parrot told that Bhrigu Rishi is doing a very big yagna, and he's doing a lot of very big puja, so he needs a lot of ingredients. So can you help to bring ingredients and serve Bhrigu Muni? तो कहते हैं हाँ बहुत अच्छा है. So Radharani and all the gopis, they took a lot of paraphernalia like milk, dahi, makhan, ghee, and a lot of matkis, and they started going to give it, to donate to Bhrigu Muni for the sacrifice that he was doing. Similarly, the parrot who serves Krishna, he came and he said that Bhrigu Muni बहुत बड़ा यज्ञ कर रहे हैं और सब गोपियां इंक्लूडिंग राधारानी वहां दान देने जा रही है, सेवा करने जा रही है, तो आप भी वहां पे जाइए. So Krishna and all the sakhas, they went and they stood in the middle and they blocked the road, and they said to Radharani कि you should give me tax before you go, otherwise I'm going to break everything you have. So Radharani said, why should we give tax to you? आपको हम क्यों tax दें? So Krishna says कि हम यहाँ के राजा हैं, तो राजा के कुंवर हैं, तो हमको देना चाहिए. तो रानी कहती है, अरे तुम यहाँ के राजा कैसे बन गए, तुमको क्यों, कौन मानेगा यहाँ का राजा, तुम कैसे यहाँ के राजा हो? तो श्याम सुंदर कहते हैं कि देखिए ये वृंदावन तो व्रज देवी का है, और व्रज देवी हमारी पत्नी है वृंद देवी, तो वृंद देवी क्योंकि हमारी पत्नी है तो हम यहाँ के राजा हो गए, तो इसलिए आपको देना चाहिए. तो वृंद देवी was with Radharani, तो ललिता जी calls Vrinda Devi. So Vrinda Devi, come here. Is this boy, is this cheater saying the truth? Is he the king? Is he married with you and you've given everything to him? Vrinda Devi says, I have never seen this guy before in my life. ये कोई झूठा आदमी है, मेरा इनके साथ कोई संबंध नहीं है, ना ये मेरे कोई पति है, मेरा जितना साम्राज्य था मैंने राधा रानी को अर्पण कर दिया है, और राधा रानी हमारे लिए तो वही रानी है यहाँ की. When they said this, Krishna and all the sakhas, they had no option but to let go of Radharani. So sometimes they would harass Radharani and break the pots of Radharani and so on, and they would use to harass Radharani. So this place is called Dan Gali or Dan Ghati, and right across that place there is a small shila where there is the footprints of Radharani. वहाँ के जो पंडित जी हैं वो आपको दर्शन करा सकते हैं कि राधारानी के footprints कहाँ पे वो छपे हुए हैं वहाँ पे. So this is the Dan Gali. And Dan Gali के पास there is Govardhan जी का एक छोटा सा मंदिर है जिसको ISKCON चला रहा है. It's called the ISKCON Govardhan Palace Temple कहते हैं उसको. So which is right here. और उसके बाद ये कुछ और कृष्ण बलराम की शिलाएं हैं उस मंदिर में, आप वहां पे जा सकते हैं. I think if I'm not mistaken, you can also book your stay over there. अगर गोवर्धन में आप रहना चाहते हैं कुछ समय तो वहां पे आप रह सकते हैं. और हमने सुना है कि वहां की अगासी से, छत से गोवर्धन जी का बहुत सुंदर दर्शन मिलता है वो मंदिर से. और ये जो कृष्ण बलराम शिला है वहां पे जिनका अभिषेक होता है. उसके बाद ये दान निवर्तन कुंड है, और इस दान निवर्तन कुंड की कथा कर कर हम लोग विश्राम देखें क्योंकि 12:10 हो चुकी है. तो ये 32वां जो लोकेशन है उसको दान निवर्तन कुंड कहता है. आप याद करें क्योंकि राधा रानी से बहुत दान लिया जाता था. श्याम सुंदर used to collect a lot of taxes and harass the gopis too much. So Krishna, they thought that we should take something back from Krishna and the gopis. So there is many pastimes here, and one day Krishna started harassing the gopis, and he was asking for dan. And Mother Lalita, she became very angry at Krishna. And she said, if you do not let me go, I'm going to call Nanda Baba and Yasoda Maya, and they're going to beat you a lot. And if you don't want me to do that, you better give me some money back. So she started charging Krishna taxes. Actually, one day when Krishna was playing nearby Dana Nivartana Kund, all the gopis, they hid themselves before Krishna and the Gopas came. When Krishna and the Gopas, they came nearby this Dana Nivartana Kund, they attacked everybody from all the side. And they tied Krishna to a tree, and they started beating Krishna a lot. And Krishna started crying, "Humko chhod do, humko chhod do." Then Lalita Sakhi said that you have to first pay your obeisances, put your face at the feet of Radharani, pay obeisances to Radharani, and you should promise to give back all the taxes you have collected. And once you promise, we will let you go. So till today, this last pastimes of Lalita ji tying up Krishna, beating the gopis, beating up Krishna and all the gopas, they happen. And this place is called Dana Nivartana Kund, jahan pe daan wapas liya jata hai. Jo Bhagwan ne daan ghati mein daan collect kiya tha, wo wapas liya jata hai is jagah pe. So this is number 32. I think we are towards the end of the parikrama, but there is no point in rushing the rest. We will just leave it up to Krishna when he will ask us to, give us a chance to finish up the parikrama. I just want to request to the devotees that whoever wants to really live in Vrindavan and serve in Vrindavan should imprint all these things in our heart and in our mind. And on various days of pastimes, one should try to listen to this pastimes, study this pastimes nicely, relish this pastimes with like-minded devotees, Sajatiya Bhakta, and then one should try to meditate on this pastimes while chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We chant 16 rounds minimum every day. So while chanting this 16 rounds every day, one should try to meditate on different pastimes. Sri Radha Baba has a nice book, a small book. I'm forgetting the name of the book, but in that book, I think he has written like 100 or 150 points. And one of the point here he's talking about in the book is how to meditate on the places of pastime. And he says that once you have been to a place of pastime, you take a name of Krishna and you establish the picture in your mind and associate that picture with the name of Krishna. So when we say Hare, you establish the name Hare with that picture, for example, with the picture of Radha Kund, Shyam Kund. And then you say Krishna, and then with the word Krishna, you zoom into Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, and you pick a place within Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, and you establish that name Krishna with that location in Radha Kund, Shyam Kund. And then you say again Hare, and take that Hare, and then you associate that name with another picture. So when we chant these names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, these pictures, they start flashing. Because right now, as soon as you say the name, Amitabh Bachchan, for example, the picture flashes in our mind right away, even if we don't want. Or you say Dhir Krishna Prabhu, or you say Shyam Govind Prabhu, you take any name. The picture flashes. Our memory is driven by pictures. Actually, there is a lot of thesis written. There is this study where pe wo sikhata hai ki how to read fast and retain what you read. Okay, so IBM, I work for IBM. So IBM used to send their employees into this course if they wanted to take it. They teach you how to read a book, like this thick book, in 10% of the time you take to read a book. And not only that, retain what you were reading. And the way they teach us is, when we look at any word, we don't read the word normally. We look at the picture of the word. है ना. इसलिए, for example, there is this word, for example, Prashant. This word Prashant is written. If somebody from South India reads that word, he imagines that H at the bottom of at the end of the word. That is Prashant. And he will pronounce also Prashant. Because even though it is written Prashant, he will pronounce Prashant and he will imagine an H at the bottom because he has trained himself to write Prashant and he has memorized that picture of the word Prashant. So when we read, we are not reading the words. We are looking at the picture of the words, and from our previous training, what that word means and it pronounced, we pronounce that word. So then they teach you to look at two words together. Then they teach you to look at four words together. Then they teach you to look at the first line together. Then they teach you to look at two lines together. And when you look at the two lines, you take a snapshot of the two lines. You take a snapshot of the two lines. And then once you get a habit of taking snapshot of two lines, then you read a paragraph. You look at the whole paragraph together and you recognize that as a picture. So this is the form of increasing. This is even proven by these people who conduct these sources, that this is how we can train the memory to read faster and retain things. So Radha Baba also talks about the same thing, that take a place of pastime, take a place of pastime, and then using a word Hare, put that picture associated with that. Then with another Krishna, associate another portion of Radha Kund with it. So when you speak Hare Krishna, there are two pictures flashes. Or when we take darshan of Radha Sharad Bihari, associate Hare with the lotus feet of Shyam Sundar, associate Krishna with the swarup above the lotus feet. Then again Hare, his vast area. Again Hare, his chest area. Again Krishna, his right arm. Again Krishna, his left arm. Again Hare, his two eyes. So start putting pictures next to each and every name of Krishna. And now when we chant, the whole swarup of Krishna starts, rotating in front of us. So this is the science of chanting and meditating on the form, Naam, Roop, Gun, Leela, Dham. This is how one practices to meditate on the pastimes, on the names, on the beauty of the places of the pastimes of Sri Krishna. So by the mercy of devotees today, so by the mercy of devotees, we got the pleasure of going through Sri Govardhan. We got the pleasure of looking at some of the pictures associated with the Leela Sthalis. And if anybody wants, I can share this with them. The Krishna Prabhu can send it. But the next step would be to imprint this in our heart and mind and recall them while chanting the holy name when we are doing our job. Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Shri Vaishnav Thakur ki jai. I will end now. Vancha kalpataru vyascha, kripa sindhu vyavacha, patitanam pavanebhyas, Vaishnavebhyo. Dear Krishna Prabhu, any questions, any comments, or what would be next?
Thank you so much, everybody. I'm sure we were all feeling like we were missing the Dham, but you took us to Govardhan today. Thank you so much. And devotees, if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to ask or express, please feel free. You can unmute yourself. It's open. And you can express yourself. You can ask a question, whatever. It's open forum.
Hare Krishna. Danvat Pranam Prashant Prabhu. I'm going to just open it.
Prabhuji, she is Manharani Mataji, disciple of Guru Maharaj. And
Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam Prabhu. So it was wonderful class, Prabhuji. It was awesome to hear all those Leelas. And yes, we got nostalgic, missing the association right now because Kartik is such a month that we want to stay connected. And right, because I'm looking at Prashant Prabhu's last name, that this is Gujarati New Year as well. So it started on a very good note. All I can say is that you have in a very knowledgeable way and in a very amicable way, very easy to understand way, you took us to all the dham and told us all the, leelas and the importance of them. And I was missing Chakleshwar Mahadev and I got darshan this morning. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for such a wonderful explanation and taking us to a virtual tour. Many, many thanks to you. Thank you.
And Mataji has a very strong attachment to Dham and especially to Govardhan. So I can see she's getting emotional there. Thank you, Mataji, for joining. And thank you.
माताजी से तो हम यही आशीर्वाद मांगेंगे कि आप जितना मिस करते हैं उसका 1% हम भी कर ले कभी, इतनी कृपा रखिएगा तो हमारा भी कुछ सफल हो जाए।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हम खाली तोता की तरह बोलते हैं, कुछ मिस नहीं करते।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण। हरे कृष्ण पापा।
आपने तो बिना टिकट टूर करवा दिया।
आपका आशीर्वाद है।
और परिक्रमा हो गई। हरे कृष्णा। बहुत मधुर वाणी है और आपकी जो रजुआत है वो भी बहुत ठीक से है, अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा लगा। हरे कृष्ण। आभार।
आप सब वडीलों का आशीर्वाद है दोनों पर।
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So I just want to tell two things, Jai Radhe, to everybody. Hare Krishna, Govardhan Puja Ki Jai. So fortunately, I have like about 10 series set, which is given by His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj, and this episode is in detail, not what Prabhuji is taking us through the yatra route, like, all around it, but the Leela, what happened in Srimad Bhagavatam, Govardhan Puja. And if somebody is interested, they can contact me and I can, I think some part you may find it on a website, but if you cannot find it, I have original DVDs. It's like about 10 or 14 of them all together, and that has happen, and we have it. So it's in very, very, very lengthy with so many songs and the Mansi Ganga, Chakleshwar Mahadev, and so many nice. I'm like, you'll be thinking that you are just right there and you are taking a part in with the Srimati Radharani and Lord Sri Krishna in Vrindavan when you hear the nice katha. So I just want to share that one with you. And another point which I want to make is many times, Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, it is stated that when somebody has a desire to serve Krishna so heavily, it's called Mad Arthe, for the purpose of Lord Sri Krishna. Then Krishna himself, he enters into that person and he does all activity and things like that. And I have also heard it from the lotus mouth of Sri Guru Maharaj. And also, just like what you are mentioning about the Leela, that Sri Krishna and Sri Balramji came day before earlier and they took prasadam, and the next day they were saying, oh, forget it, you already ate it, So, it's just not just for sake of listening, it is true. And even when you give sometimes say, like, for example, katha, when you are reciting katha, you don't know what is going on, what you're going to say, and how you're going to tackle or anything like that. You don't know anything, and all of a sudden, that has happened to me many times when I'm giving class, that sometimes they just ask you very blunt and heavy-duty question that you just don't even have thought about it, or you're not even prepared or anything like that, and it's all of a sudden they just throw atom bomb at you, But then with the Krishna's mercy, you still be able to answer them very nicely and carefully, so then they can move on with the, in their devotional service. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, it does not seem like it, but yes, Krishna enters into the devotee's body, and he tells he plays pastime and things like this. And if you want to kind of realize it, it's a 15.15, the verse in Bhagavad Gita, and you could realize that Vedesa sarve ahameva vedyam vedanta krut veda chaham, So these are the couple things I wanted to share. But thank you very much, Prabhuji. It's a very, very wonderful, nice pastime that we are just in Vrindavan. And we also, you know what, you should share that story that where we went to first time and there was no Giri Govardhan. You should share that.
Actually, I started with that.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, sorry about that. I mean,
and just like you said, I had never even thought about, till I started talking, I didn't even think about that incident before.
Yeah.
But just when I started talking, that just came to my mind, and the name of the Pandaji, Bantu Maharaj, I still remember. Actually, I shared the whole thing.
It is so sad. It is so sad that this one of the devotee, I mean, I asked him, plain question. Okay, okay, now I want to see the darshan of Giriraj Govardhan. And my God, that guy said, oh, there is no Govardhan. It's all over. I said, oh, come on now. It's just, it's 5,000 years. And how can he go inside the Mother Earth? And it's just not possible. And I was like crying and crying and crying just to figure out what happened to Govardhan. But then they saw like some little sila that, you pour a little bit of milk and things like that. And I was like, oh my God, what happened to my birth? I have useless birth now because I cannot even see Govardhan. It was so sad that, but then again, when we went there one more time, then they said, oh, Govardhan is still here. And oh my God, it was so joyful just to hear that the Govardhan is still here and you could go there. So believe me or not, look, whoever has went there, that's great. But whoever has not been there, they should just buy a ticket and go there, right away, because this is how bad this is. I'm like, you are missing so much that I mean, I don't know how to explain you, but last time, I don't know how many people have this experience, but last time when I was there, I was in Vrindavan, and in Vrindavan, I was doing parikrama on Govardhan Puja day itself. And oh my God, you should hear it, or you should see it, or you should listen to that. That's just so amazing. You cannot even say like you cannot even feel like so much more loving exchanges than when you are doing a Govardhan Puja on a Govardhan Puja day itself. It's just you cannot even how do you say, no monkey came to ask a single thing from you, not even a chana or not even a banana. They're all fed up. They don't want to eat.
They're all doing parikrama.
Yeah, no, not like that. They are all doing parikrama, but they are feeding all the monkeys, so they eat so much, so they don't want to even come to you and ask anything from you. Nobody is asking anything, and they are doing a distribution of so much prasad on a whole parikrama marg. You could ask for water, you could ask for this, you could ask to eat something. Everything is available, and everybody is doing their own pandal, and on all entire parikrama marg, anything you ask, they are doing all pandal. It was so amazing. On we did parikrama like Govardhan Puja day itself. It was amazing. But anyway, Hare Krishna, I don't want to say so much. Jai Radhe, Danvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for all the details. And it seems like we should just keep on listening. This kind of sadhu sang should happen every day. I wish that. So one more wish I have is someday I could go with you and do a parikrama there myself. Thank you so much.
Prabhuji, I have something to add on to it. So for those of you who are missing the Govardhan Parikrama in Vrindavan, His Holiness Radha Raman Maharaj is doing a live. If you guys are attending it, like he's taking people to virtual dham. So if you want, I can share that information because every morning and evening he's in Vrindavan, and I think he was at Govardhan yesterday.
Yeah, which is true, but the problem what we have is this link what we got. We have to take permission from him, and we cannot share it to everybody. That is what he says. So whoever wants it, that is okay, but we have to take permission from him in order to give it to somebody, because this is a what you call very low key, and it is not intend to give it to everybody and things like that, and this is a problem what we are running into it. And again, we have to what you call, we have to appreciate his desire. And if he wants to share, fine, no problem, we'll give it to everybody, but let her know that you want to see, then she will share it to you. Yes, then she'll get approval from Radharaman Maharaj or somebody, and then we can go from there on, no problem.
Yeah, Prabhu, Bhajgovindan Prabhu, Harilila Prabhu has given that permission.
To you, that's good enough then. Okay, as
so
long
we
as
have permission to share. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Then it's okay, because from very beginning it was very crystal clear that.
Yes.
But anyway, good enough. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe. Sorry, what's your name, Mataji?
Prabhuji, my name is Manharini Devidasi, and I have met you in Chicago. I don't know if you remember, but it has been 16 years. Yeah, I am disciple of His Grace Kritudas Adhikari Maharaj.
Oh, okay, Jai Radhe.
Yeah, so તમે મળ્યા છે અમે તમારા mortal, I think it was the basement where you have the DTs.
Yes.
Okay. So
sorry about that.
Prabhuji, she is the first batch of Guru Maharaj and very dear to Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, first batch and the worst batch. Like I'm the worst. I'm the worst of all disciples. I don't do anything.
No. This is a one time I want to tell one story, so everybody should be very pacified with this thing. It's amazing. One time, sometimes people feel that I'm not doing a great sadhana. Okay, that they have that intense burning problem in there. Like, right now I have my medical condition, so I cannot do this, I cannot do this, I cannot do. I have like so many problems that I cannot do so many things. But in reality, yes, it is true. Antakalecha mameva smrana mukta kalevaram. When you are leaving the body, one must remember Krishna and things like that. But there are instances as well that when somebody is very near and dear, Krishna comes to you himself, and he takes you to his own abode. Now, with the body, we will always have a problem, and it is very nice to hear that, okay, well, I'm not capable, I'm this, I'm that, and things like that. But one should not kind of feel that it is hindering in his services or whatever. Now, yes, I cannot like in Ramayana you will see this, that when everybody went to the ocean, and they ask who can go to Lanka, and everybody's looking at everybody else, and then they say, okay, well, out of everybody, they say Hanumanji is the only one, he can go there and come back. But before that, that everybody made their point that, oh, I can go there, I cannot come back. Then what's his name?
Jamvan.
Jamvanji said that when I was young, I can do parikrama in no time. I can just like wiggle around in a second, no problem. But I am old. I mean, I have no power. I cannot go to Lanka. I cannot fly there. I cannot come back. It's just not possible. So the thing is, even you are old, even you have useful or useless body or this or that or things like that, your style of, you could say, your style of a service to the Lord changes. In other words, before you are doing kaya service with the body, you are doing service to the Lord. Then you are doing maybe vacha service. Vacha means with the speaking. But then at the end of the day, kaya vache manasa smarami. Then what happens at the end of the day? If the body doesn't work, then you speak. If the speaking does not work, then you serve to the Lord with the mind. So yes, I mean, I understand that you are the worst of a worst of a worst. But then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, what does he say? I am a worm in a stool. Right? But look at Chaitanya Charitamritam. At his very ripe age, he gave us a Chaitanya Charitamritam. So our job is how to enthuse, encourage this, that, everything to the devotees. That is our job, how. And whatever capability you have, or one may have, but that is our job, how to stay connected and, but anyway, thank you, Manohar and Mataji. Jai Radhe, Danvat Pranam. I mean, appreciate your nice comment. Jai Radhe.
Thank you, Prabhuji. By the way, by mentioning her as the first batch, I didn't mean to say she's old, but she's very youthful and very energetic. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the insight.
She got initiated when she was 2.
Yeah.
So, Prabhuji, it's 12:38. So, if any devotees want to say something, please quickly you can unmute. We can maybe take a minute or two. It's quite late, and then we can, if you feel we can do Damodar Ashkam, depending upon your time, we can do that. Otherwise, we can end with the call, whatever you think is appropriate.
धीर कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्णा। और आज का ये जो विशेष प्रयोजन था, इसमें सबसे खास बात ये रही कि आज मुझे भज गोविंदम प्रभु के भी दर्शन हुए। और इनको तो मैं इतना याद करता हूँ, क्योंकि जब मैं पिछली बार महाराज जी के पास गया था, तो महाराज जी अक्सर बहुत ही प्रिय लोगों के नाम को मेंशन करते हैं। तो महाराज जी ने मुझे कहा था कि सुधीर, मैं अमेरिका जाना चाहता हूँ। तो मैंने कहा, महाराज जी किसके पास जाना चाहते हैं? तो सबसे पहला नाम उन्होंने भज गोविंदम प्रभु को लिया। तो मुझे इतना सेटिस्फैक्शन हुआ कि महाराज जी जिनका नाम लेते हैं, इनके साथ तो मैंने समय बिताया है। फिर प्रशांत प्रभु जी का नाम लिया तो मैं इतना प्रसन्न हुआ। हाँ, बस मेरी नैया तो तर गई, क्योंकि मैं महाराज जी के मुख से निकले 2 डिवोटीज का नाम मैं सुन रहा हूँ। तो भज गोविंद प्रभु, आपको दंडवत प्रणाम, कोटि कोटि प्रणाम। मैं अपने जीवन में आपको कभी भूल नहीं सकता।
परिक्रमा करी थी प्रभु जी, याद है? बहुत पहले।
हाँ, परिक्रमा। और प्रभु जी याद है आपको, हमने जब डोसा खाया था तो प्रभु जी ने एक गाय माता को अपने साथ पकड़ के उनको डोसा खिलाया था कि लो खाओ खाओ खाओ। और प्रभु जी ने खूब सारे कीर्तन हमको सुनाए थे। और वो जो एक होटल है, मुझे नाम नहीं याद, प्रभु जी शायद किसी से रिजेंबल करता है, हम लोगों ने वहाँ डिनर भी किया था।
धेनु का और फिर
Surbi, Prabhuji, there is one Surbi and Dhenu.
नहीं, धेनुका के सामने एक आश्रम है, अग्रसेन जी का आश्रम, वहाँ पे।
हाँ जी, प्रभु जी। तो प्रभु जी, मेरी तो आपको क्या बोलूं मैं, मेरे पास शब्द नहीं है। वो मतलब एक शक्ति भी होती है ना बोलने की, मेरा शक्ति ही नहीं है, खत्म हो चुकी है। पर मैं तो बस अपने हृदय से आपको केवल दंडवत ही कर सकता हूँ, मेरे पास कोई शक्ति नहीं है बोलने।
प्रभु जी मेरा प्रणाम आपको कि आप हमको याद करते हो, वही हमारे लिए काफी है। हमारा काम जो है, जैसे हमने बोला कि हमने इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में एक बात पढ़ी है कि नोड में जितना इनपुट आता है पावर करंट, तो उसको आउटपुट करना ही चाहिए। जैसे एक नोड है, इसमें करंट आया से 10 एम्प्स, तो उसको रहने के लिए आप 5 3 2 बांट दो तो वो जिएगा। लेकिन अगर ये नोड पे जो ऐसे करंट थोड़ा ऐसे निकलना है लेकिन नहीं निकला, तो क्या हो जाएगा? ये मर जाएगा। तो ऐसी तरह से हम सिर्फ भगवान श्री हरि के कैरियर ही है बस। क्या हमको जो भी मिलता है गुरु शास्त्र साधु से, वो पकड़ना ही है और बस देना ही है। बस जब रख दिया तब भी प्रॉब्लम आता है। क्या होता है? एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम, जो श्रीमद् भागवतम में है, गीता में है ना, एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम, फोर्थ चैप्टर फर्स्ट श्लोक। बस इतने में सारा बात खत्म है। जो परंपरा में है वही पकड़ना है और चलना है, बस बात खत्म हो गई। तो ऐसी तरह से आपका भाव ऐसे समझ सकते हैं। लेकिन प्रभु जी बात यह है ना कि हमारी ओर से तो हमने कुछ किया ही नहीं है, आप सभी को प्यार दिया है और हम लोग आपके साथ घूमे हैं, हमको ऐसा लगा है। तो हमको तो बहुत मजा आया ना, वृंदावन में घूमने का इतना मजा आता है। ऐसे सारी चीज हम भूल ही जाते हैं। कभी कभी तो ऐसा लगता है कि यहाँ आते क्यों है हम लोग, ऐसा लगता है यहाँ वापिस आते क्यों है, ऐसा लगता है। लेकिन क्या किया जाए, यहाँ वहां से यहाँ आते हैं तो यहाँ फंस जाते हैं कि क्या करे क्या करे क्या करे, और बाद में दिल दुखता है कि कब जाएंगे कब जाएंगे। तो महाराज जी बोलते हैं कि भजगोविंदम कब आने वाला है। मैंने बोला महाराज जी कोरोना को हटाओ, हम आ जाएंगे। तो महाराज जी बोलने लगे फिर ऐसे हटने वाला है। मैंने बोला कोई बात नहीं, फिर भी हम आ जाएंगे, कोई बात नहीं है। आप हुक्म करो आओ तो हम आ ही जाएंगे। ऐसा नहीं है कि आप बोल दिया आना है तो आना है, बस बात खत्म, यू नो। तो ऐसी बात है कि वृंदावन कब जाना है? जब तक कृष्ण बंसी न पुकारे। बंसी बजा के अपना नाम लिया तो हमको सारे काम छोड़ के जाना ही है, बस।
सही बात है प्रभु, आपने बिल्कुल सत्य बोला।
हाँ, जब तक बांसुरी की आवाज नहीं सुनाई दी तब तक यहाँ का काम करना है। और अभी हमारा कान इतने है ही नहीं ने हम बांसुरी की आवाज सुनाई दे। इसीलिए हमको तपस्या करना है, नीति नियम में रखना है, भगवान का भजन करना है, प्रचार करना है, जो भी है। ऐसे हम बोलते हैं हम प्रचार करते हैं, हम कौन प्रचार करने वाले? हम तो सिर्फ भगवान ने 2 शब्द सिखाए हैं, थोड़ा 2 श्लोक जानते हैं और जो भी आता है जो बोलते हैं, बस काम खत्म हो गया। और हम कैसे बड़े हो जाए? ऐसे कोई बोले कि हम बड़े हैं तभी। हमारे गुजरात में एक कहावत है, मैं आपके साथ शेयर करना चाहता हूँ और बाद में खत्म। પેલી શું છે પ્રભુ, પેલો કૂતરું છે ગાડા નીચે,
ગાડા નીચે કૂતરું ચાલે જાણે હું બહાતાણું છું, હું કરું એ જ અજ્ઞાનતા, સકટનો ભાર જેમ
સ્વાંત આણે। બસ એવી મારી દશા છે, કહી દો।
મારી પણ એવી જ દશા છે પ્રભુ,
કહી દો ને, બધાને સમજાવી દો।
वो कहते हैं कि हूँ करूँ ये अज्ञानता, मैं कर रहा हूँ वही अज्ञानता। किस तरह? जैसे सकट नो बाहर जेम स्वांताने। सकट माने गाढ़ा। जब काट के नीचे कोई कुत्ता चलता है तो थोड़ी देर के बाद कुत्ता सोचने लगता है कि हमारे चलने से काट चल रही है। तो ऐसी बात है, भजगोविंदम प्रभु बताना चाहते हैं। ये हमारा भी यही अनुभव है श्याम भज गोविंदम प्रभु जी।
सबका मूड, सबका यही हाल है प्रभु जी। एटलीस्ट आपको मालूम है, हमको मालूम ही नहीं है कि हमारा ये हाल है।
नहीं, अभी तक ये पता चला कि काट नहीं घुमा रहे, अभी ये नहीं पता चला हम कुत्ता है, अभी वो समझ में आ जाएगा थोड़ी देर में।
बहुत सुंदर भाव है। और ये देखिए, यही मजा है, ये जो भक्त जब लोग आपस में मिलते हैं तो ये रस है, इसमें हर तरह की बात होती है। क्या क्या खाया, क्या पिया, क्या यात्रा की, क्या चर्चा की, ये रस है। और जैसे प्रभु जी ने बोला कि प्रेम नहीं है तो भक्ति नहीं है। तो जब प्रेम, और अगर प्रेम उसमें गायब है तो गुरु महाराज जी बोलते हैं कि अगर प्रेम नहीं है और अगर आप खुश नहीं हो तो आप भक्ति में नहीं हो। तो थैंक यू प्रभु जी फॉर bringing that point up, and Sudhir Prabhu, thank you for expressing that your emotions. You are very bhavuk, always good to see you. So we have a lot of devotees, we had about 30 plus families, and we have some devotees from India also. I know my parents were also trying to join, but Krishna is having Govardhan Leela today. They are in Gwalior. Lot of rain, and their internet connection had some problems, some electricity problems, so they couldn't connect. So anyway, anyone else would like to say something? I don't want to, and anyone should not miss the opportunity. This is wonderful satsang here. And we have Gopal Govind Prabhu from New Jersey. Like Prabhuji, you said you should have an image for name. Whenever I have Gopal Govind Prabhu in my mind, I can see the Dham. He's a Dham Vasi. Thank you, Gopal Govind Prabhu, for joining. He's on mute.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much. I heard all the explanations, all these exalted devotees there. Thank you. Please accept my humble obeisances and giving your association. I'm in the errand, so I could not turn on the video. Sorry about it.
No problem, Prabhuji. We are having wonderful darshan of your Radha Shyam Sundar.
Thank you.
Okay, so Prabhuji, it's 12:45. Whatever you.
Yeah, I think we should. Everybody can do Damodar Ashtak on their own. We should skip it here. So.
Sure. So what we will
next
do?
Next time se patthar leke sab aayenge.
Prabhuji will sing Damodar Ashtakam. We on mute.
No, I was saying we can skip it. So
we can skip it. Okay.
If so, it's okay, so then everybody can do apne ghar pe, to aise bhi karenge.
Absolutely. So thank you again, everyone. Wonderful session. Can't thank you enough, Prabhuji. And thank you, Bhaj Govindan Prabhuji. Your association is so beautiful always. So we are lucky to have you in the last two sessions, today and the last session, and hearing from you. And thank you to all the devotees. And actually, I forgot, we have right from Vrindavan Dham, Dasanudas. So I believe Sita Ji and Balram Prabhu probably are there.
हमने सीता मैया को डांटते हुए सुन लिया था दासानुदास को कि बलराम प्रभु को डांट रहे थे.
So if they can unmute and give us their darshan also, it will be wonderful. That is the proof. Wherever there are devotees, there is Dham. So they joined this call and made this Dham. So Sita Maya or Balram Prabhu or Dasanudas, if you are there, can you unmute? Or maybe switch on your camera if possible. I know it's pretty late there. Okay, maybe they're on mute.
नहीं, दासानुदास को खूब डांटा गया है, ऐसा लग रहा है, क्योंकि माता जी काफी लेसन ले रही थी उनका.
I think affect computer को हुआ है और it doesn't want to unmute itself now after that yelling. So okay, we will end the call here, and as Prabhuji said, we will.
Radha Prabhuji, एक small request है. When will have the next session, Prabhu? अभी तो हाफ भी नहीं हुआ, लोटा बाबा तक भी नहीं पहुंचे हम तो.
हाँ, हमारे पुछरी के लोटा बाबा तो आज ताकते ही रह गए कि.
तो अगला सेशन कब है? कम से कम वहां तक तो पहुंचा दीजिए, हाजिरी लग जाए.
Sure, Prabhuji, we will definitely complete it. We will talk to Prabhuji, and whatever day and time works out for him on the weekend, we will have at least one more session and complete this parikrama. So thank you for everyone's association, and this is the month of Kartik. Please keep all of us in your prayers and your blessings. And thank you again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
You all can say Hare Krishna as a.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.